I'm live. I should. All right. Did this thing charge? I'll wait. I'll wait for a few of you guys to come on in here. What a crazy few days it's been. Let me get into YouTube here. Supposedly. Hey, Mercedes girl. Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Remy. How you doing? How you doing, girl? Sharon. Apple Ramos. Ramos. How is everybody this morning? Doing fantastic on this beautiful Friday. Very nice out. Very, very nice out. It is actually like beautiful out today. I need a recommendation for gel polish. Like for yourself. If you're buying on Amazon, I'm going to go with, there's a brand called Beetles. Beetles. That one's probably my favorite, but Model Ones makes, I mean, there's so many good brands on Amazon. McCart, Model Ones, Modelones, I don't know how you're supposed to say it, but I personally like Beetles. I feel like you get a good value. There's also a brand called Born Pretty, which I like. So any of the ones on Amazon, honestly, you really can't go wrong. I've bought so many of them from there. Just make sure if you're doing that, you got to get a good base coat, which usually if you buy a set, it comes with a base coat. Good morning, hello, or afternoon almost-ish, right? But usually it comes with a with a base coat or whatever. If you're looking to put it on your natural, nails. Just know it's a pain in the ass to get off. It is. I mean, that's the truth. How's everybody doing this morning? What a crazy last couple of days we fucking had, huh? Holy shit. The other day, the whole thing with that Charlie Kirk, who I'm not a fan of in any, shape or form. But holy shit, like, violence is just never the fucking answer. I don't care what your beliefs are. I cannot even believe. I know, I saw that too, Moonchild. I hope they don't do that here. They're just taking it off, I think, the market for people who aren't professionals. Yeah, Alicia's doing well. She's on here. She's been on here. Hey, Muffin Mouse. But, yeah, dude, the other day, just seeing, I unfortunately saw a video of the guy getting shot in the neck, close up. I mean, it was like high definition, close up. Hey, Jules. And dude, I just never saw anything like that in my life. I mean, I was like fucking traumatized. I can't even imagine the people who were sitting right there and how they felt. I've never seen anything like that in my life. I never want to see anything like that in my life. In fact, when I first saw it, I honestly thought it was fake because, like, I'm like, there's no way. There's just no fucking way this actually happened to somebody like this. And sure enough, it was true. And oh my God. Oh, his family was there. Oh my God. It was just one of the most shocking things I've ever fucking seen in my life. I mean, it was so, it looked fake because you just don't expect to see something like that happening in our world, in America. You don't expect to see that. But unfortunately, it's going to keep happening. Because nobody wants to do anything about guns. Americans love their guns. And I don't want to hear the bullshit that they're like, oh, guns don't kill people. People kill people. No. If you can't tell me any other way that you could kill somebody from fucking 200 yards away without a gun. Like, you need the gun. The gun kills people. I'm sorry. If you don't think so, I'm not a gun person. But if you don't think that the gun fucking is the tool to kill somebody, I mean, if you didn't have a gun, that never would have happened, right? Because you can't really kill somebody from that far away like that. in any other way. There's nothing else you could really do to kill somebody like that. So you can't, if you want to stab somebody, you'd have to be, up close and personal to them. And by that point, you'd have to have access to them. So come on, and the guns just keep getting in the wrong people's hands, and nobody wants to do anything about it. So there's still going to be school shootings and all this crazy shit because nobody wants to give their guns up. So we're fucked. That argument is because the gun doesn't operate without a human, and it doesn't. You're right, but a human being cannot kill somebody in a lot of situations without the gun. So they both kill people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people just say that because they don't want to give up their guns. That's their, thing. Oh, people kill people. Okay, well, what do we do with the people then? How do we fix it? How do we fix the problem? You know? Do we get rid of people? No. It's probably better to get rid of the guns, but nobody wants to do that. So, I mean, they're already out there, so you really can't get rid of them now. It's like almost nearly impossible to get rid of them because they're there. People are fucking 3D printing them now. So we're just fucked. As a country, like, we're fucked when it comes to that shit. Yeah, we do need a mental health overhaul as well. Parents need to parent again and pay attention to their kids. Look, dude, I'm a stay-at-home mom with my son. I hate when people blame the parents because it's not always the parents' fault. Like, sometimes, you have a kid and the kid has a mental illness and it's not your fault. So I'm going to say that, like, you have to have a fucking mental illness of some type if you think that this is a solution to a problem. There has to be something going on there. So... But yeah, nobody wants to get rid of the guns. Nobody wants to do anything about the guns. So it's never going to stop happening, honestly. You could put as many, security things in play. It's not going to stop happening. People are going to find ways to circumvent, security. And I mean, unfortunately in this situation, there wasn't much security. And that's sad because somebody like that who is, so controversial, and I'm not blaming him, but he's controversial. He says things that inflame people. You should definitely walk around with a little extra layer of security. And it's obviously not his fault, but I'm just saying, like, take extra precautions. All these other people that do the same thing now, I hope they realize that they have to take extra precautions because unfortunately there's fucking crazy people in this world, It's so sad. I mean, he's a young guy. He has 2 young kids. I mean, the one I could say, as crazy as it sounds, is a saving grace in this situation is that the kids are so young, so they probably don't realize what's happening. And if they were a little older, think of how traumatic that would be. They're at an age at least where, yes, it's still obviously very sad, but they're not going to be... they're not going to be as affected as they would if this happened when they were a little bit more older and conscious of, like, what's going on. I mean, of course it's going to affect them in life. And the mother, oh my God, it's just so fucking sad. I get it, dude. I don't agree with the guy's politics. He's said some crazy shit, okay? And I get it. But, like, just don't watch him then. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't pay attention to him. It's just fucking crazy. And then you got the whole other side of things where it's like, our own president and others, okay, this douchebag on Fox News, Jesse, whatever the fuck his name is, they're already blaming the liberals. They're like, oh, it's the liberals, it's the leftists, it's the Democrats. You don't even know the guy yet. How could you even blame anybody? And even if he is a liberal and a Democrat, okay, let's say he is, right? You can't blame the entire fucking party for one person's, actions. Like, obviously this person is an extremist and has some mental issues. You can't blame everybody else for that. And they're just inciting more violence. This is never going to fucking end. I mean, how irresponsible of our president to go up on, this video and suggest that it's, like some other, political party when he doesn't even know. I mean, he appointed Kash Patel, who can't even fucking see straight because his eyes are so goddamn googly, to head up the FBI. The guy has no experience in law enforcement. I believe he was like a what do you call it? Was he like a prosecutor or something? I don't know. I don't even know what the fucking guy did. But like he has no experience in investigations in the FBI, and he's the head of the FBI. It's only people he's appointing all these people who love him. It has nothing to do with their experience or anything like that. I mean, the guy goes and not Google, tweets out a tweet. Yeah, we got the suspect when they didn't. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Unbelievable, unbelievable. I mean, it's like, really, we should not be living in the world where we have to see it. Nobody should have to fucking see shit like that happen. It's just horrible. Fucking horrible. Yeah, he's 100% clueless, Orange Butterfly. Like, why is this guy running the fucking FBI? I was literally, like, so shook that day. I mean, even yesterday, I just felt like, oh my God, like, that's just terrifying, dude. Just think about 1 second you're there and the next you're gone. And unfortunately, my son saw the video and it showed up like in his feed, and he's like, he was shook, obviously, but he's like, Mom, do you think that the guy's gonna live? And I'm like, honestly, Jesse, like, I just can't see anybody surviving that, dude. You got hit in the neck. It was hard to tell where he got hit because it happened so fast, but you saw the blood coming out of the side of his neck, and it was, I know that's an artery, obviously, was hit because, not to be graphic, but you could see it every time his heart pumped. I'm shocked to hear that he even lived a half hour or something like that afterwards, because, I mean, dude, it obviously hit an artery, but then you got to think there was other things going on. Like, your neck is such like a vital part of your body, right, where there's a lot going on. You got your spinal cord going through there, your brain stem, like, there's so many different things that could get hit. And oh my God, it was just fucking horrible, dude. I can't get that shit out of my head. I can't. It was all over TikTok, dude. I mean, it was all over everywhere, but you couldn't not see it, dude. There was like 100 videos of it. I hate that my son has to see. You know why? Because we never saw that kind of shit, right? They weren't allowing it, Seymour. It was getting uploaded, and then, like, literally we saw the video, and then he showed me the video. We were sitting in the doctor's office, and he was just, just like he always does, he's just flipping through his videos, and it just showed up, and I was like, oh my God, thank God my son's like, he's not like a very anxious kid. He gets over things pretty, like, quickly. I mean, I could tell it was bothering him for the rest of the day because he kept, like, bringing it up, but not, he wasn't, like, scared to the point where he couldn't sleep that night, because that's what I was worrying about. I'm like, dude, he's not going to be able to sleep. Like, kids should not fucking see this shit. Oh my God. And no matter how many filters you put on shit, because I have, like, the filter on his YouTube, it gets through, dude. There's still things that get through that kids, in my opinion, kids shouldn't be seeing. It's so hard to censor the fucking internet for your kids. I hate that these kids even have access to it, but it's like, as a parent, what do? You don't give your kid a phone. Every other kid has a phone, and that's how they communicate with their friends. I'm not going to deprive my kid of that, But at the same time, I don't need my 12-year-old seeing this shit. Because I don't want him becoming desensitized to this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is fucking horrible. We shouldn't be seeing things like this. Nobody should be seeing it. But especially a child shouldn't be seeing it. I was, like, so upset that he had to see that, Oh my God. It was just... What about the press mini stroke Bell's palsy? Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on there, Aunt Lydia, but it is fucking weird. I mean, he was sitting at the fucking 9/11 thing yesterday looking like he had a whole Bell's palsy episode or a stroke or something. I fucking hate our president. I'll just put it out there. He's dangerous. I'm sorry. I don't even think the political... We were kind of having this conversation in Discord between a few of us. Like, I look back, and I wasn't always a big follower of politics, but my family was very political. Like, my brother and my mom used to constantly debate politics all the time, and my dad a little bit too. But, so through my 20s and everything like that, my teenage years, like, I didn't really personally follow politics, but I would always hear it being discussed in my house because my family was very into it. My mom was really into it. My brother was really into it. I can't remember a time, right, where politics were so contentious. Obviously, it's always been. It's always been Democrats versus Republicans. It's always been arguments, but I'm sorry. I blame our president because I really feel like he has pushed this narrative with, the left is evil. And I mean, he's really brought it up to a different level between January 6th, some of these things that he's doing, like running into cities and, having the military, the ICE operations, like it's just been ramped up way more than it's ever been. Obviously, there's always been political violence, right? We've had presidents assassinated. We've had Reagan was shot at, right? Thankfully, he survived. But I feel like in the last few years, it's just gotten worse and worse and worse and worse. And I blame him because that was one of the initial reasons why I didn't like him when he ran his first campaign, because I felt like he was so divisive. And, even just the other night, a president should unite, especially in a time like this, right? We should put our swords down and come together and try to find justice. And what he does is he just creates more tension between people. And I just don't think that that's what a president is supposed to do. And if you go and look at other statements that other living presidents have put out there regarding this situation, they're going about it the right way and condemning the violence, period. This should never be the answer. I don't care if you don't agree with somebody. This should never be the answer. But he kind of like is inciting more animosity, more hostility by blaming, a political party that you don't even know if they have anything to do with it yet. It's fucking crazy. And it's crazy because this MSNBC guy got fired from his job for making a statement that, to me, honestly, I get why people felt it was offensive, because he was kind of, in a sense, victim blaming, like by saying that, he's a very controversial figure and, this is what happens. But he was kind of right in a sense, it shouldn't happen, but it is something that you have to take into consideration when you are a controversial figure, right? And you have such strong opinions and you go around sharing those strong opinions everywhere. Because I've heard some pretty crazy shit come out of this guy's mouth, in the past. But that, obviously that does not justify him getting killed in any way, shape, or form. I mean, they're just words at the end of the day. But he gets fired for saying what he said. And then you get this Fox guy who's, kind of inciting, hatred towards another political party and declaring war on them. And it's like, dude, like, you're inciting a riot, basically. Why the fuck do you still have your job? I don't get it, dude. I don't get it. Every Democrat I've seen has, like, spoken out against this 100%, nobody supports this. Obviously there's fucking crazy people online, because I see it and I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, we are, like, as a country, we're just completely lacking empathy. People just don't even fucking care anymore. They're like, oh, I don't care, he said this, and they're bringing up things he said, which again are things that I don't agree with. But like, how do you not fucking care, dude? I'm sorry, his words are just words. This is an action that somebody took that is just beyond the pale. Like, how do you fucking kill somebody over their fucking words like that? It just, somebody that you don't even know. Just don't fucking watch the guy. I just don't get it. And of course, I don't care for the guy's political views. I don't know him personally, but I feel sorry for his children. I feel sorry for his family. I feel sorry for his friends. I mean, how do you think that anybody deserves to die like that? That's disgusting. And like, it saddens me that people are just like, oh, well, I don't care because I don't like what he has to say. I mean, because that goes both ways. People could be like, oh, well, I don't like what this Democrat has to say, so I'm just going to shoot him. That doesn't, no, that's not what you do. It doesn't work like that. So I don't know, dude. I don't know what the answer is. I don't know what the solution is. All I know is that we should have a president who is trying to calm the situation and not, further inflame it. But unfortunately, half of our country got duped and, fucking voted for this guy. So we're stuck with him for at least 3 years, She's terrible. I read people commenting that he's now burning in hell and they love it. Like, that's sick to me. That is sick to me. Honestly, like, that guy doesn't affect my life. I don't, I've seen people saying, like, well, he's the one who got Trump voted in. And it's like, well, all right, maybe he influenced some of the younger, generation. But Still, that's not a reason to be like, oh, fuck him, you know, should he die? Like, I don't know. I'm sorry. Death is never, killing somebody is never the fucking answer in my book. And I have empathy and I do feel sorry for his family, his friends. Did I agree with his political views? No, not at all. Not even slightly. And I haven't watched every single video he's ever made, but I don't agree with him, but I also don't think he should die for his views. I mean, part of the great part of being American is having freedom of speech and being able to express those views, even if they're horrible, even if you're a racist, you have a right to, express that. I don't agree with it, but you have a right as an American to express that. So, oh my God, it's just so sad, dude. So sad. Seeks to block military funeral honors. Wait, Gallego? I don't know who that is. Seeks to block military funeral honors for pro-Trump rioter killed on January 6th. No, that guy does affect your life. What do you mean? It doesn't affect my life. I mean, in a sense, I guess, but not really. And I don't care. Even if he does, he doesn't deserve to die. Like, it's just for words. For words. And I understand that there's been, times where he's completely lacked empathy. But here's the problem, okay? We cannot let those fucking people change us. I'm not going to let somebody else change me, who I am as a person. All right? I'm going to have empathy even if you don't. I'm still going to be me. I'm not going to just lack empathy because you don't have any. So that's the problem. People are like, well, he didn't have empathy, so I don't have empathy for him. But that doesn't solve anything. That's not how we solve the problem. You have to show care. And I don't know. My mom always told me kill people with kindness. And do I do it all the time? No, obviously. But, it's something to keep in mind. I'm not going to let somebody change me. I'm not going to change how I am just because somebody else is shitty, if that makes sense. I chose empathy even when I know it wouldn't be reciprocated. Yeah. I've noticed that as time goes on, people are becoming less and less empathetic, and I think it's because we're so fucking desensitized because this shit is in our face 24 hours a day, and obviously it's your free will. You whether you choose to watch it or not is up to you. But honestly, at this point in our lives, and this is the first time in my life that I felt like I have to pay attention because we're living in some scary times, dude. You need to know what's going on in this world. I mean, what about that video? I don't know if you guys saw that, but what's her name? Megyn Kelly, who I'm also not a fan of because she's very extreme in her, right-wing fucking views too. But I like to listen to both sides. I don't like to just write off, another side, which is why I don't really affiliate myself with any type of political party. I'm watching, she showed the full video. It was blurred out of this, Ukrainian refugee girl who came here for a better life, getting stabbed on the subway because some guy who was fucking obviously mentally ill, had all these charges, shouldn't have been allowed out of prison, to wait trial. I think he was awaiting a trial for something, and he was let go. We have to figure out what to do with these mentally ill people like this, dude. We can't keep letting this shit happen. Something has to change. Something has to give. So he dude, it's the craziest thing. I mean, this girl just gets on the train. She doesn't even look at the guy. She literally just sits down. She has a baseball hat on. She's just sitting there. She puts her feet up. She's looking at her phone. He unfolds a pocket knife and just comes up and stabs her a bunch of times in the neck. And the saddest part about the video, obviously, is that. But even sadder is that she fell on the floor. And you can see off to the side that there's people standing there. Nobody fucking helps her, dude. It took like a few minutes for somebody who wasn't even in that car to walk over and help her. I mean, there was a woman sitting right next to her, and I don't know where that woman went. I don't know if she got up and walked away before it happened because you don't really see that part. But I was shocked that nobody helped this girl. She laid there and just bled out. You could see the blood just flowing across oh my God, dude. And again, another thing that I didn't need to see, but I saw it. Oh my God, she's fucking terrible, dude. Abso-fucking-lutely terrible. Oh, he told everybody, either you have empathy or you don't. You can have compassion for the family. I don't believe in using religion to mass brainwash people. It's hatred. I don't believe in it. Well, I don't know. I think listening to all sides is very important. I miss the days when we all walked around not liking politicians and lawyers. What do you mean? I miss the days when we all walked around not liking politicians and lawyers. Dude, yeah, that's rough. It's just terrible. 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 I speak up against all this, and I have a friend who gets angry with me and her racist views and her racism that sometimes I just look at her and go, who are you? And that's my friend I've known almost 20 years. Dude, I get it. Trust me. Anyway, all right. Hey, Andy Cruz. So that's that. Whew. All right. So let's not keep this so heavy. Okay. I don't want to depress everybody. But dude, I was listening to Laura last night, of course, right? And every time she fucking speaks on this, I'm gonna fucking speak on it too, because here we go again with Laura fucking downplaying the effects. Oh shit, hold on a second. Hold on. They got him. Tyler Robinson. They found the guy. We have a picture. Let's just take a look real quick. Fuck Cash Patel. Dude, that guy looks like he's on fucking blue like 20 lines of cocaine. I'm sorry. Look at this motherfucker. I'm sorry. Oh my god. He looks like he fucking blew fucking lines before he yes, the father turned him in. I heard that. I mean, like, something's up with this guy. Whenever he walks into anything, you always just see his eyes like moving around. It's fucking weird. He's a fucking weirdo. All right, they showed a picture on the thumbnail. Let's see if they showed it real quick. Hold on a second.
And makes it more difficult for people to feel like they can share their ideas, that they can speak freely. We will never be able to.
All right, we can't rewind this. That sucks. What's the guy's name? Tyler Robinson. Hold on, I'm going to look it up so maybe we can find a picture. Oh my god, dude. Let me just Google this real quick. I just saw the picture of him. It was in the thumbnail. Tyler Robinson. Dude, this kid ruined his life. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like, why? Oh, 22 Utah. I guess that's... Here we go. I gotta say, he doesn't look like the typical... he looks a little mentally ill. Here's the face. What the fuck, dude? What in the actual fuck? Is there a picture here for anybody who didn't see it? Why did you do this? Why does this thing keep reloading? Sorry about that. That's our shooter right there. I wonder if they got any information. Hold on a second. Family member referenced a recent incident in which Robinson came to dinner prior to September 10th, and in the conversation with another family member, Robinson mentioned Charlie Kirk was coming to UVU. They talked about why they didn't like him and the viewpoints he had. Cox said that investigators interviewed Robinson's roommate, who showed authorities messages on Discord between Robinson and his roommate. The messages associated with the name Tyler state a need to retrieve a rifle from a drop point, leaving the rifle in a bush, engraving bullets, having left the rifle wrapped in a towel, and a mention of a scope and the rifle being unique. Okay. Authorities said on Thursday that they recovered a high-powered bolt-action rifle in a wooded area just off the university campus in conditions that match his messages. Oh, so he was dumb enough to tell his roommate about this? All right. Lyrics to his song Bella Ciao, Hey Fascist, Catch Up. The inscriptions had the lyrics to the Italian folk song Bella Ciao. Okay, that's Hello Beautiful. Hey Fascist, Catch Up with a right arrow and 3 arrows. A third stated if, all right, first of all, there's arrows, I think, on every bullet, but okay. If you read this, you are gay, laughing my ass off. What the fuck is this? According to Cox, the inscription on the casing fire said, notices, bulges, OWO, what's this? I don't know what the fuck that means. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm just kind of skimming through this because, like, the rest of it is all shit we already know. I think with a high degree of certainty we have him in custody. Everybody did a great job, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so he was, like, turned in by his police, by his own family. That's the right thing to do. That is 100% the right thing to do. Is, you know, if you're... I'm sorry, you know, but you have to in a situation like that. And I'm going to have to re-share this, but this is the face of the killer right here. Probably mentally ill. Probably got something going on. Okay? We'll learn more in the coming, you know, days. What the fuck, dude? What the actual fuck? I'm sure the internet is going absolutely insane right now. Okay, I have to, hold on a second. I'm going to have to redo this because the audio gets canceled anytime I go into another tab. He does not understand fascism. I think he spelled that wrong. Jesus. You know, there was a little, like, conflicting reports coming out because at first they were like, oh, no, there was something engraved and it was transgender. None of that seems transgender to me. And because they're trying to push this narrative about, you know, transgender shooters at this point. And so then, you know, then it comes out that, oh, no, there wasn't anything engraved on the bullets, and now it is. It's like, I don't even know what the fuck to believe anymore. Charlie and May, former supporters, angry white supremacists who don't like Israel and others over him still pushing for the Epstein files. Left isn't his only opposition. I thought he wasn't pushing for the Epstein files. I distinctly remember him, you know, being one of the only real right-wing people that were, you know, putting faith in our president, but I don't keep up with him. I don't watch him. So I don't know what has happened. I only hear about him, honestly, or see clips of him on other people's channels. Like, I don't watch I never watched his channel. So I've seen clips of him, you know, via other people. So I don't know. I don't know too much about him personally, you know. Yeah, we should all keep pushing for those files. How about Trump? How about Trump trying to claim, this is so ridiculous, okay? He fucking, oh my God, it's so ridiculous. He wrote a message, okay, in which he's suing this, I forget which publication published it. They didn't even publish it. They just talked about it, okay? That he wrote this birthday message, this weird, perverted birthday message to Epstein, right? This is now going back to 2003. And they explained it. They described the message. And it's exactly what it is. It's like an outline of a woman's body. Oddly enough, he didn't draw arms, which I just find weird. Like, instead, he drew these little nubs on the shoulder. And then, like, he signed his name where her, you know, hoo-ha would be. And he's trying to claim that that was forged. Now, let's think about this. This would mean that in 2003... somebody would have had to go back in time, right? And know that that one day, not only would he become president, they would have to know that Epstein was going to be found this huge pedophile, right? And probably be one of the world's most prolific, controversial, you know, pedophiles. And it's like, dude, like, come on. Like, he's trying to claim that this is forged, and I'm like, who would do such a thing back in 2003? It doesn't make any fucking sense, dude. Like, the person knew. This was handed over by the Epstein estate, so he wasn't the only person in there. There was one from Bill Clinton that I saw that was pretty fucking disturbing. And if he's part of it too, fuck him. You know, I feel whoever's part of this shit, fuck off. Fuck all the way off. But... I mean, dude, it's fucking weird, but, like, nobody went back and did this, dude. Like, nobody knew he was going to be president one day. So they're like, yeah, let me, try to fuck with him and make this fake birthday message and send it to Epstein. It's his signature, dude. It's very obviously his signature. But he's trying to claim that it's not. He's a fucking liar, dude. He lies. And I can't believe that there's still people supporting him. I can't fucking believe it. It just seems very strange to me. It seems like every time this guy is losing support, somebody in his party gets shot at, whether it's him, whether it's somebody else. Well, not that Charlie Kirk is in the party. I mean, he's not a political figure. It's just weird. It's just all fucking weird. I don't trust him. I just don't trust anything about this guy, sadly. Anyway, all right. Is Kash Patel speaking? I don't fucking care. I can't listen to this idiot. All right. I do care. I care, but I don't. You know what I'm saying? All right. How about him being an informant? Yeah, bullshit. He's an informant. All right. All right. We're gonna, I'm only playing, like, I can't play this whole thing. You'll see why. She's playing the girl Brittany.
I'm responsible.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how many people. Tell me if you guys could hear this. Hold on. Let me just make sure my sound is. All right. I don't know how
Even
people.
at 2 a.m.
I don't know how people listen to that girl because she's extremely boring. Like, I didn't listen to the part where Laura started playing her because she bores me to death, dude. I started listening and I'm like, I don't know how anybody sits there listening to this shit. I just don't. Kash Patel looks like a little kid cosplaying as a cop. He really does. Dude, he was a podcaster. Like, what credentials does he have for being head of the FBI? I don't get it. What about Dan Bongino? Does Dan Bongino have a law enforcement background of some sort? I think maybe. I don't know. I don't pay attention to these people typically, so yeah, ZZ, I did too. I had to take a break right after the election. I took a huge break, like, from politics because I really just couldn't handle it anymore. I know I can't stand hearing about this girl. But here's Laura again, trying to downplay CPS because it fits her agenda. It fits her new agenda. So, she's trying to fool her new audience because she's getting people in her chat because she's fucking covering this girl. And I knew this was going to fucking happen. And did she seriously write hypocrisy here? That's not how you spell hypocrisy, you fucking idiot. She wrote hypocrisy. My God. Oh, I knew this would lighten the mood. Sorry, it's been like a heavy 2 days, and I feel like we all need a good fucking laugh. By the way, go check out my community post. I'm doing a little shameless self-promotion here, but I added a bunch of new stuff to my website, so you can go check that out. Oh, Yarn. I listened to Wendy V this morning. And I know Wendy V doesn't care for me, but whatever. I was listening to her stream. And fucking Yarn was, dude, I mean, she was fucking hard in there for Laura. Hard in the paint. I'm going to go back to this. I don't think Yarn really knows Laura, dude. Like, I really just don't think. I don't know if she's, like, I know it's going to sound crazy. The way she is about Laura, there's part of me that feels like she almost is infatuated with Laura. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but, like, there's something there, dude. It's just very strange how, I don't know if it's a matter of she doesn't want to just admit that she was wrong about Laura, or if she really believes, Laura's this huge victim. Maybe she really does. Maybe she's really just blind to everything. Or if there's some type of more, feeling going on there, infatuation, but, like, or has Laura done something for her? Like, I guess my question is, where does her fierce loyalty to Laura come from? I don't think she knows. Yes, she does wear rose-colored glasses. Is Laura Yarn? No. Yarn's a person. She has a picture and everything. I've seen several pictures of her, and like whatever she uses them on her profile. Not that I don't know what her name is. I don't know much about her besides she's really really loyal to Laura, but also she lives in the UK. I think I don't even know for 100% sure. She's used quite a few different photos though over the years on her profile pictures, so I'm pretty sure she's the same person. And I think she shared at one time. Did she make a video or something about Laura's candles? I think she might have. I don't know. But she's a real person. A real crazy person, but she's a real person. I mean, God bless her, for being so fucking loyal. I always said that. Laura just seems to really attract these very loyal people. And I will respect people's loyalty always, but you're being loyal to the wrong person. Like, what has Laura ever done for you, Yarn? And I used to say this to Capone when he came in here, and I don't know if he's still in here. I saw him in here earlier. But I used to always say, like, Capone, just one day, don't do what Laura wants you to do and see how she treats you. And look, he ended up, they ended up, I don't know the exact reason why Capone left Laura's, crew over there. But I feel like when you're not defending her, like, stop defending her. Stop fighting her battles and see what happens. And I don't know why he left, but I think he sees it now. And like, he was the most loyal to her out of anybody. Extremely loyal to her. And she does seem to attract these people that have like a really high sense of loyalty. And it's crazy that, I don't think she appreciates that. I don't think she appreciates the loyalty that she gets from people. No, she doesn't do a damn thing for anybody. That's what I have observed.
And then this morning I was like, holy shit, it's 9/11.
All right.
R.I.P.
Hold on, I'm going to rewind her. Tell me if you can hear her. Yeah, Capone actually is really funny. You know why we're able to see that now, B-Frigs, is because he's not constantly defending somebody all the time. He's actually just being himself. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Didn't you see Laura insulting someone, calling them a nimwit? It's nitwit. How you call someone stupid but spell wrong? I mean, she spelled hypocrisy wrong, so.
What's up? And thank you.
Hey.
Thank you so much, still do. What's up, bud?
It's sad because I always liked Capone before, everything happened, obviously. But I knew when I left Laura, I knew he was going to be loyal to Laura. Like, I knew that already. I knew it. So when I left, I was like, he's not going to like me. I already knew that was going to happen. And, yes, we got into it a little time. But I think a lot of the things that he used to come in and say was like things that he heard Laura say. And then he would kind of repeat them. So, because I think he got a lot of the information from Laura because it's kind of obvious that he got it from Laura.
Nell, Natalie, Denise, Rock Jam. Where's Sly? It's a little slow right now. So I hope you guys are doing good.
You're always slow.
R.I.P. for 9/11.
R.I.P. for 9/11. What? What? R.I.P. for 9/11. What a weird thing to say. R.I.P. for 9/11. I thought Laura was like down at the World Trade Center. Did she like say some crazy shit like that? I know the baby voice it's bad.
I kind of forgot about it. And then this morning I was like, holy shit, it's 9/11.
I never forget about 9/11, dude. I honestly think about it probably more often than I should. It's hard not to, I guess, because we travel so much, and every time we leave New York State to drive anywhere, we have to go past the city, whether it's on the George Washington Bridge, or on the Throgs Neck Bridge, on the Verrazano Bridge. Like, you have to pass through the city, right, for me to ever leave, Long Island. And it's so hard to, like, not to think about 9/11 when you're driving past the city, because my whole life I loved the Twin Towers. Like, I just loved looking at them because it was just they're amazing. It was amazing to look at these huge buildings that stood out of the whole city. Now it's not like that anymore because they built these really ugly taller buildings up north, up in like the whatever, the northern part of the city, the uptown area, and they're really fucking ugly and they've ruined the whole skyline, but that's a whole nother situation there. So anyway, when I hear Laura, I realize how much, perplexed QT has her now. QT. So anyway, right? You just like can't not think about it, because every time I see the Freedom Tower, I think about it. Like, I just can't not think about it when I see that Freedom Tower. So, but I think about it a lot, even at home. I guess there's a lot of like 9/11 related stuff too on Long Island, because a lot of people that live here worked in the city, had family that worked in the building. So it's just kind of hard of a thing to not think about. I guess if it's not in your face, as much, maybe you don't think about it. You still see people that have stickers on their cars and stuff like that. So, here.
So, we're going to get right into it. Last night's stream was long. But I do want to say a bunch of things about it. What's up, Holly? I do want to say a couple things about it.
She is riding the Britney wave. I knew this was fucking coming, dude. Knew it. I know Laura, dude. I've watched her do this for the longest time now. Since she's been here, or since I've known her, right? She has done the same thing. She like tries to defend somebody, right? She like picks up this charity cause. And I guess Wendy V kind of said it, Laura became this like drug guru. What she tries to do, she tries to like mentor the person, she tries to be like their YouTube mentor. Like she's, teaching them the ropes, right? Because she knows it so well. And she's been such a success. And then, like, when that doesn't work, she picks up some other thing to mentor them on. Like, she's like, oh, I'll be your drug counselor, or, whatever. And I knew it wasn't going to work out, because it never fucking does. And I was like, it's only a matter of time. I saw it kind of coming the last 2 weeks, because she started kind of talking, negatively about her. So, yeah. So I knew it was coming. I knew the flip was coming. I knew it.
I really hope it was educational. I want to thank Six Up and UC Crimson, or UA Crimson, for coming up. I thought
Oh, she actually got somebody to come up on her panel? Because didn't she get stood up the other day?
So it was long. I think it really was a good live. And I'm glad that so many subs liked it. I felt that it was definitely educational. And I think that's important, and it kind of segues into what tonight's live is about.
Because Laura's all about being educational here. She's all about that life.
Creators that have beefs with each other.
She's got
actually, you know what? Let me check the poll. Before I say anything, where are we at in the poll? All right.
By the way, I don't know if you guys watched my video, but she fucking hyped her own video the other day, okay? And then commented under her own video from another troll account called Cruising Tom. She went under the video, left herself a comment, and said, I hyped the video. Dude, like, why? I'm sorry. I think that's so fucking weird. I really do.
All right. Ooh, 22%. I love drama. Woo woo. All right, here's my thing now.
Woo woo.
Do you guys really want to hear about creator beefs? And when I say creator beefs, I'm like, if you find a creator and another creator doesn't like them, and let's say you like all the creators, let's say you like every single creator in this entire community, do you really want to hear what beef the creator has with someone?
Gee, Laura, it's a fucking drama, like, based community, okay? What do you think? Do you really need to fucking ask this?
People are going to say no. I know
I might have skipped past this a little because I don't remember hearing this before.
Especially because people forget YouTube has 300, I think it's 300,000 uploads every minute. Something like that, or like 300,000.
Right, I'm just going to fast forward a little. Who fucking cares?
I don't want to hear them. I don't want to hear someone else totally trash them for no reason. And I don't think it's fair to subs. And this is why I said that I want to have...
Laura's for the subs, guys. She's for the subs.
Have a place where people can talk, give their opinion.
I don't know why, but it just, like, irks me that she fucking refers to people as, like, the subs. I don't know why.
Opinions, and not have to...
Like, she makes that there's such a difference between subscribers and creators. And I'm like, yeah, maybe in terms of, like, YouTube I don't know. To me, we're all the same. I just talk a lot, so it's either I'm gonna type a lot or I'm gonna fucking just fire up a live and fucking run my mouth. Like, I don't know. I just talk a lot. I always have. But there's really no difference between me, KB Bells, ZZ, Muffin Mouse, Alicia, Sing to Me, whoever's in here. There's no difference. We're all just people, right? Like, we're all just regular fucking people.
Deal with.
She doesn't trash them. Okay.
Hatred or
yeah, anybody could be a creator. Anybody.
Bullshit. And up until tonight, you guys haven't even heard me bash Granny's Watching, Clue, Queen Bee.
Because I think everybody has learned to love Capone here.
That's not the space I'm trying to make. I'm trying to make a space where
that's not the space I'm trying to make. Laura's all about positivity and sunshine, guys.
People have the freedom to say what they want without being rude. Like I said to Patreons, like,
you have the freedom to say what you want unless you disagree with her and then she blocks your ass. Okay.
Last night. One thing that I so appreciate with all of Britney's haters, I guess you could say, or people from the dark side, any way you want to put it. Nobody had tried to put in here. Nobody's had tried to bring the hate over here with the FUBJ, which I wouldn't allow anyway.
What?
But nobody's trying to bring that hate over here. And I absolutely appreciate that more than you guys could know.
Except for you.
Because that's just not the space that I want. And there's plenty of places you can write that.
Laura's talking like that girl Ellie now. She's gonna use space.
But it's just my beef with Britney because she keeps fucking mentioning me, and so does her chat. And this
dude, Laura, you created the beef with this girl Britney, okay? We all just watched it happen in real time. You for some reason took this girl up like she was some type of fucking charity case for you. It's the weirdest fucking thing. You do this all the time. She did it with Bullhorn Betty, but Bullhorn Betty didn't bite back. I have to give her credit on at least something, even though she's a fucking asshole. She at least ignored Laura. You know, she saw what Laura was doing. And the girl Britney eventually, I guess, just had enough and she finally said something about Laura. But, girl, stop it. You're she keeps talking about me. You've been fucking talking about this girl for the last, I don't even know how many fucking months. Even though you think you were trying to stick up for her. And I heard her one time say that she was she doesn't mention me. Laura, that right there told me everything I need to know. Is that Laura is only talking about this girl is because she sees that she's a hot topic right now. So Laura doesn't care. She doesn't need to be on a side. She chose the opposite side because she didn't want to align herself with Queen Bee and all of them. So she's instead of going against Britney, she pretended like she gave a fuck about her. We all knew that was bullshit. We all knew she didn't care about the girl. She's only talking about her because she sees the views that people are getting. She sees the amount of views that the girl Britney's getting. Apparently she gets a lot of views. A lot of people in her chat, and she sees the views that just her name brings. So that is why she's fucking talking about her, because Laura's channel is fucking dying, and I don't know, apparently she can't get a fucking job, a regular job. She has to do YouTube for some reason. That has to be her job, right? And to survive. It's the only way Laura could survive in this world. So, but anyway, she took up this whole cause to talk about her, and the girl finally fucking responded. And Laura's oh, she's talking about me. She won't shut up about me. It's what? But she did say at one time during one of her streams that she's Britney doesn't mention me at all, because that just tells you her motive right there. Laura wanted the girl Britney to mention her so that all of Britney's people will come over, because Laura doesn't care about the people. She just wants people. She wants people in her chat, and she wants money. That's all she cares about. You know what I'm saying? It's not she doesn't care about anything else. She doesn't care about the girl Britney or her feelings or her family or Queen Bee or anything. She just cares about herself and making money and getting people in her chat. Laura having 300 people in her chat, she fucking accomplished something in her mind, Laura thinks that's a huge accomplishment in life. She really does.
This is a problem. But as I've said, I don't harbor this anger like some of these other people. I just don't. And there are certain things that I just find wrong. The FUBJ to me is gross. I think it's immature, and it's just how I feel. So I do appreciate that nobody has brought it over here. I think one person did day one.
Okay.
But he was a troll anyway. So someone told me, stick on Nunya. And they sent me a clip.
Oh, okay. She talks about
So
Nunya.
Nunya is the first one to walk into the bar.
This is where I think I started watching. I fast forward her.
I don't like Nunya. Nunya doesn't like me. But Nunya, here's what you didn't have to do.
Sit down.
You didn't have to go on a rant about your own personal motherfucking beef, and here's why. So
you're right. She only gets a number when she does this shit.
She likes 6 Up. She's like, I like 6 Up. I'm sub to 6 Up, and I like 6 Up, and I believe 6 Up is real. And she
doesn't harbor anger about Britney, but she just harbors anger about everything else.
Talks about addiction, and she talks about this. I'll play the clip that someone sent me. And then she goes on to bash me. Hey, crazy. Nunya, let me tell you something. I see Marie. Hey, Sly.
Hey,
let me
Sly.
tell you something, Nunya.
Why is her chat not available?
I've been talking about addiction on my channel for years. And I mean years.
That's right. She has been. She talks about her own bullshit addiction. She talks about everybody else's addiction. Okay? She talks about addiction constantly. I don't know why, because Laura is in no fucking position to be counseling anybody on their fucking addiction. Okay? None. Zero. Don't ever... See you later, KB Bells. Don't ever fucking listen to any advice this person gives about addiction. Please. For your own good.
Between my own addiction, Brad, when Brad died, we talked about it. Hey, East Coast. East Coast will tell you. I have spoke about addiction.
Yeah, she calls people junkies. Yeah. Yep. Blames people for their children's addictions. Remember? Not a big fan of Tracy here, but Laura blamed Tracy for her son's addiction.
Back in Saturdays, Cam and Alley, I've hosted panels about it. Just because you weren't around and you don't know doesn't give you the right to talk shit when you know nothing about it.
Laura, it's fucking YouTube, and stop with the fucking doesn't give you the right. If you're going to talk about things on here, then people are going to have opinions about those things.
To the people in our chat that was running their mouth. Oh, Laura didn't know anything, blah, blah, blah. Okay, you are entitled to feel whatever the fuck you want to feel. You are entitled to
so shut the fuck
tell me,
up.
I don't know what to talk about, blah, blah, blah. And
blah, blah,
I'm
blah.
okay with
Oh my God, dude. I can't stand when she does that. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
that. If that's how you feel, then I'm not going to bash you. That's how you feel. It's how you feel.
I know, right? Garden Girl, seriously. If she only would work as hard as she does trying to insert herself into drama to getting an actual job, she would find one. Well, apparently Laura gets drug tested at these jobs that she's applying for. And, when her prescription shows up, she just brings a bottle with her and shows them. That's what she said the other day.
Exactly. Thank you. It's nothing new for you to speak about addiction.
Yeah. shoot dope. I hate when she says dope.
And I've also said multiple times, I was a speeder.
Fun fact, anybody can talk any kind of shit they want about any kind of shit they want on YouTube or anywhere else they want, dummy. I know, right?
And my addiction is more on the speed aspect.
Now, this is interesting. She's like, oh, I was a speeder. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, I thought you did coke, Laura. That's not, I don't consider cocaine, as she always says, to be speed, to be the same thing as speed. So, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? You do speed now?
And people have said, I've even spoke about my son's food addiction. Like, I've been talking about addiction for years.
Which is so fucked up, Laura. So fucked up. Why does the internet need to know that you think your son has a food addiction, dude? Which, like, he's never been diagnosed with. In fact, quite the opposite. No doctors would tell her that her son has a food addiction. She wanted them to, like, diagnose him with a food addiction, but they refused to do that. She diagnosed her own kid with a food addiction. Poor kid. And told the internet about it. And told the whole fucking internet about it. How embarrassing for him, you know? Why does the internet need to know that?
So when Nunya said that, I was like, could you be any fucking dumber, Nunya? And then you have Chasing in there, who says, I absolutely disagree.
That's what I would think, Andy. Crack, meth, yeah, Adderall, not coke. I don't know. I don't think of coke as speed.
With her being called an active addiction. Okay, Chasing, but you said the exact same thing about Cam and Allie, and all you did was aid and abet them.
So she aided it. What? Wait. So now Chasing Truth was, aiding and abetting them. She was like buying fucking drugs for them and like what? Lord, do you even know what aiding and abetting means? All you did was aid and abet them. Okay.
Let's just, leave it at that. But when I heard this clip from Nanya, there were so many things that I wanted to say.
Oh my God.
And I was like, you know what? Let me think about my thoughts first, and then I'll address it.
Let me think about my thoughts.
So I'm going to play you the clip that I heard.
She is a burro.
Hang on.
Chasing.
Of course, I have Britney's clip pulled up, and I don't have this one.
Oh my God. All right, it's gonna take her like 3 hours to find a clip. A lot of ums. All right.
All right, here it is. And by the way, if Ash274 comes in here, you can block her, and you'll see why in a second.
I don't know if she ever got to why. Oh, because she doesn't agree with Laura. Okay, that's probably why. Oh, this is why. Imagine a CPS... I wasn't watching before when I listened to this. Imagine a CPS caller also reading out an alleged CPS report findings on another creator. Some people never learn. Yeah. On this live stream that we're watching right now, Laura pulled up and read this girl Brittany's CPS report, supposedly.
Uh-oh, where's the volume?
And I'll get to that.
Where's the volume?
Oh my God, dude.
Why is there no volume? Oh, there it is. I was like, why is there no volume?
It's going to cause, but YOLO, right? Yesterday during Laura's stream, she had over 500 people there, and she
was high as fuck, all right? Because that's like Laura made it if she has 500 people in her chat.
Nanya, why are you watching my numbers? Like, honestly, who?
All you do is watch other people's numbers, Laura. They're public. Anybody can see them. Who cares?
Gives a fuck if I have 5 people or 500? Why do you care?
It was supposedly a report the caller received from CPS. Interesting.
But that's the other thing. These people act like I've never had numbers. It's fucking crazy.
Laura, your channel's been pretty dead. Like, as is mine, but, like, you want the numbers, dude. You want to have 500 people in your chat. I don't fucking care, dude.
has been desperate to rebuild since her outing of her CPS call. Good for her. If that's what she needs to do is go against Brittany and join in on the anti-BJ, they will go. That audience will go everywhere.
Yep.
I'm not anti-BJ. I'm not one of the haters. I know that you and your people have a really fucking hard time understanding this, Nanya. I stand by myself. I always fucking have.
Laura, you don't really have much of a choice. You know, she always brags about that, but it's like, dude, you stand by yourself because nobody wants to be around you. You don't really have much of a choice.
I have my own little sector, my own little community. I don't need to be accepted by you, by fucking Deets, Jonesin, Granny, Clue. I don't need that. I know you guys need to be part of something. I don't. I built something where other...
She built something. If you don't need to be part of anything, why do you have to talk about all these other people, Laura, in this other community? Right? Like, why are you inserting yourself in any of this shit? That's such... I mean, it's like what you say and what you do are two different things, because we could all see what's going on here. If you built your own thing, then, you know, you would be able to stand on your own and not have to talk about all these other people and their drama. If that was the case, right? If you built your own thing from the ground up, right? You just started making all this original content that nobody else has ever seen. Get the fuck out of here.
People can be a part of. So again, I understand your mentality is like everything is about hooking up with someone. Everything's about, you know, numbers. I don't roll like that, Nanya. If you fucking knew anything about me,
That's exactly how you roll, dude.
would know this, but you don't. You just go on, oh my God, Laura made a mistake over 4 fucking years ago.
Here, this is why I need to play her shit, dude. Because every time she fucking says this and tries to minimize shit, I'll be here. I told her that. I promised her that last year. And here I am.
Over it.
Get over it. Fuck you, Laura. Nobody has to get over what you did. Nobody. Ever.
Jonesin has gone more real life than I've ever gone.
Jonesin has gone more real life than I've ever gone.
So she didn't call CPS. She's done a million other things, but you have...
Okay, what did Jonesin do exactly that went real life? I don't follow her, but anybody want to help me out with this situation? What did she do that went more real life than Laura ever did? Please, enlighten me.
I have no problem with...
She made FOIA requests, I think, maybe? Okay, that's public information. How is that, you know... It's a little different than lying about somebody, Laura, and fucking... their family. Thank you, Perplex CPS. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that.
Some of the people in your chat, you have no problem with what they did. I made one motherfucking mistake in 2021.
Laura made one mistake, guys. Just one. Just one. One mistake in 2021. Try again. Oh, that's so weird. How come your thing didn't show up? Try again, Laura. That's all you. You are jealous of Laura's accolades. We're all jealous.
And you bitches hold it over me like it's fucking do or die. Like, shut the fuck up.
Hold it over me like it's do or die. First of all, I don't even think she fucking... She just mentioned it that Laura called CPS and that's why she don't have people in her fucking chat. I don't think she's holding it over her. I think she's just stating facts, dude. Her DIY bathroom decor. The ugliest bathroom in America. What the fuck happened? Wait, hold on. Where's the sound? Oh, it's not playing.
And so yes, while she discussed the CPS, you know, not being scary, not blah blah blah, and all of those things.
Nanya, again, I stand by what I said. And
now she does. But a few years ago, and if you listen to Wendy V's live this morning, she played Laura talking again about how fucking traumatized her kids were. Her poor kids, they were so traumatized, they wouldn't answer doors.
Call it as I see it. I'll address you in this one too.
Yeah, it's not a mistake if you planned it out.
If CPS calls came to my house, one of them traumatized my kids.
5 CPS calls came to our house. Now, this is bullshit because, Laura, you've had way more than 5 CPS calls. Let's be honest, okay? We're, you know, long before you came to fucking YouTube, you already had CPS in your life, but okay. But one of them traumatized her kids. Only one of them, guys, traumatized her kids. Meanwhile, if that's the case, why did you make such a fucking big deal about all the other calls when they happened, Laura? If only one of them traumatized your kid, right? I specifically remember her fucking crying after the first one, right? And then the second one, she was like, oh, let me tape this. Let me tape this and show my audience. I'm going to tape it and show my audience my kid crying and exploit the fuck out of my own daughter, right? For money and sympathy, because we all know that's why that was done. And, you know, and you told the whole internet just a few days before you got busted out how horrible it is to do and how traumatizing it is to children. But now we're going to change the story, right? It's only an adult. It's only an adult questioning a kid. What's the problem? It's not traumatizing. The adult traumatizes the kid. Okay.
For good reason. The other 4 was, okay, CPS, you know, someone on YouTube called CPS again. And here,
I mean, well, Laura, you should have been used to them well before fucking YouTube. Your kids are already used to it. I had no idea that that was the case until she said it, I guess, one day. I don't know. I recently learned of this. I mean, when I say recent, it could have been in like the last year or two, but I at the time when these like CPS calls happened to her, I had no idea that she had previously dealt with them in her life. I had no fucking idea. None. Zero. Ponies need to come back just for Laura's. Thank you, Andy Cruz. I know, I miss the ponies.
We are. They weren't traumatized. So CPS asked them a bunch of questions.
Oh, so now they weren't traumatized. That's funny because back when the first one happened, you know, Laura was collecting money for attorneys and all this other shit. And the second one, she did the same thing. And now it's no big deal. They were fine. So when you made a big deal about it back in the day when all these calls happened, were you just putting on an act for everybody, Laura? Because you know this isn't making you look good, right?
It was not a big deal. The one that did traumatize them, rightfully so.
Okay, and not for nothing. Her fucking kids were how old when this happened? What, like 15 or 16 years old? That's a little different than when I don't know how old the girl Brittany's kid is, or, you know, you guys know my son was only 8. It's a little different when somebody's 15 years old and you could explain to them. They understand what's going on. My kid was 8, dude. 8. He didn't understand what was going on. He had no fucking understanding. I'm sure the girl Brittany's kids, from what I understand, I think she has a boy. I don't know if she has other kids, but I think the boy they said is autistic. And it's probably even more confusing for him. You know?
Was call number 2 when they accused my son of raping his twin sister. That's traumatizing.
Oh, okay.
But
Only
standard adult asking questions.
Oh, so Laura, okay, so when you tell CPS that, I don't know, let's just say, you know, a parent is showing their child pornographic material on their devices, you don't think that that's a little fucking traumatizing? No?
Looking
Oh,
around.
it's only when your twins are accused of things. Okay. Mind you, you know, I just went and looked back at this footage, okay? And I put it in the video that I uploaded the other day. And I know most of you guys saw it. And I realized something the other day. Okay. First of all, the cops showed up at our house. So I was like, wait, how is that considered a CPS call? Because I don't see a CPS worker at the house. Now, they might have followed up with CPS because of the nature of the call, maybe. I don't know. But 2 cops showed up to her house. And I noticed something very strange when I'm rewatching this footage, right? She says in the video that she's rustling or bustling or whatever to get her phone out to record the guys. And I'm thinking in my head, like, that's so weird that that was the first thing. 2 police officers show up at your doorstep, okay? So it wasn't CPS workers. It was 2 police officers. So was it even a CPS call at the time? I don't know. But 2 police officers show up at her house, and the first thing she thinks in her head is, let me get my phone out to record. And she doesn't even know why. She supposedly doesn't know why they're there at that point in time, right? She has no idea why they're there. So I'm like, wow, I'm like, that's fucking weird. Now, to those of you guys who are like, oh, Laura would never do such a thing, Laura would never call CPS on herself, because I've heard people saying that over the years, and I'm like, no, there's no way. Nobody would do that. But then I go back and I think to myself, this is the same person who literally was planning with other people, thinking out loud to other people and sharing this idea with other people that she was going to fake her own suicide, have her kid come up on her panel and say that Laura committed suicide because she was being bullied online, right? And I'm like, you know, her mind goes to these places. Her mind goes to these places. She thinks of these things, okay? So why wouldn't she think of something like this? I mean, she has thought it before. Did she actually pull through with the plan? No, because she got outed, you know, before she probably could. But her brain went there. Her brain went there, okay? So again, with that in mind and watching this shit the other day, I'm thinking to myself, dude, and again, I don't know if she did or didn't, but I had to sit there and think to myself for a second, like, dude, why would your first instinct be to pull a phone out of your pocket before you even knew why the police were there? They could have been there because there was like something happened in the neighborhood, a robbery, you know, happened, and they were looking for ring footage. So, you know what I'm saying? Like an accident could have happened on the corner and they were asking if you had ring footage. Like, you didn't even know why the fuck they were there yet, but your first instinct was to pull a phone out and record them. Like, to me, that's fucking weird. But then it's funny because I don't know if anybody else noticed this, but while I was listening to Wendy V, she replayed that, right? And you hear Laura's like, what? Then later on, she played Pugs fighting with Laura and Molly Golightly. And if you notice, Pug says something, and I forget exactly what she said, but Laura had the same reaction. The same, what? And it's just like something about it's insincere to me. A little insincere. Maybe kids out egging houses in the neighborhood. Yeah, right? So slimy that she's using this disgusting situation so obviously in her advantage. I don't understand. She's sick, dude. She don't care.
Around your room, look around your house. I mean, they didn't even stay 10 minutes. So when I hear
that's such bullshit, dude. First of all, here's what happens during an investigation. For her to say they didn't stay 10 minutes, they come in your house. They're required to fucking do this. They first have to sit down with you and interview you. Then they have to interview every person in your household has to get interviewed, okay, separately. So how the fuck could it only be 10 minutes when you have 4 people living in your house, Laura? She's so full of shit. And if they were only there for 10 minutes, maybe it was a follow-up call. That's what I personally think, because if you look at Tiffany put the list out one time, you know, Laura claims she had 5 calls. I think she had maybe the 3rd call was maybe somebody initially called and then there was 2 follow-up visits after that. I don't think it was 3 separate calls, because if you look, they're like exactly a month apart almost.
Hear people say, oh my God, it's so traumatizing. Why? What's so traumatizing about it if you have a clean house, you have a clean fridge, you're not worried about them taking your kid away?
That's funny, Laura, because in the video that I played the other day, you were like, they went to my daughter's school. It's embarrassing, which it is. You're right. You were right in that video. It's fucking mortifying that they have to go to your kid's school and your kid's doctor and ask all these questions, right? What do you mean? But now today, oh, what's so bad about it? Big deal. Big deal. Yeah, she would call on herself to cover up the false calls she made on MM. Who else would come up with a 6 story about, yeah, raping a sibling? Only Laura could be that nasty. You want to know something too? I always thought that the last 3 calls were very suspicious. The first 2, I was like, all right, you know, I really hope Laura would not call on her, you know, self and say something so horrible about her kids. I don't even remember what was in the first report. I totally forgot that call. But I don't remember what the claim was. I just remember, was that the one with Brian's wife called or something? I don't know. I forgot. Or I'm getting them confused. But anyway, the 3rd call happened right, like, I think it was like a month after my call, right? So I always felt like Laura was starting to feel the heat, okay? And everybody was starting to blame her. And she was starting to feel the heat. So she called on herself. I know it sounds crazy, but I remember thinking that when it happened, because I'm like, oh, how convenient. Laura got a call, right? Like a few weeks after mine. I just felt like it was really weird because, again, Laura gave herself away day 1 about calling on me because she said things while she was live that were literally things that she said in the fucking reported phone call. And you got to remember, I disappeared for a month. I didn't come on here. I didn't fucking go live about this shit. Nobody knew what happened in my call, right? I told people privately, a few close people, but I didn't tell anybody else what happened in my call. And I never came live. Laura is saying things on her live streams that were said in my call. And I knew she had something to do with it. If she didn't call herself, I knew she was some way a part of it, you know, whether a few of her and, you know, maybe Tiffany at the time conspired together. I didn't know, but I knew it came from at least one of them, right? And her, because I'm like, that's really weird that she's saying these things about drinking and driving in the car with your kid, because that's exactly what was reported, right? She said it a few times and she gave herself away. Where the fuck was I going with this whole point? Hold on a second. I see your super chat. Thank you. I'm just trying to remember my point and then I'll read your comment. Fuck. And she gave herself away and I totally, so I feel like, you know, a lot of people I was watching obviously still, I just wasn't going live and really participating in chats and everything, but I was watching still obviously because I knew, you know, Laura like gives herself away all the fucking time. So, I found it very strange because I started to see people blaming her. And then all of a sudden, she gets a CPS call. And then, not only does she get the CPS call, right away, she knew who it was. She's like, oh, it's Candy, that lady Candy. And I'm like, that's so weird. Like, how do you know that? They don't tell you. And the girl Candy was denying it. So I'm like, how does Laura know that it's this girl Candy? And why did this girl Candy do this to her? Because were they like beefing? Like at the time, I don't remember them beefing. So I thought it was very strange. Those 3 calls or 1 call or whatever the fuck, if it even was a call, I don't know. Something was not right about that. All right, anyway, but she told you to get over it, so why are you still upset about it? Laura's so crazy. Seriously, though, I 100% think she called on herself. Like, dude, I really hope she didn't, because that's fucking sick to put your kids through that. Honestly, it is. It's fucking sick. But, again, when your first instinct is to pull your phone out and start recording when you don't even know why the cops are at your house, that's fucking, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. Very weird.
Your kids are not fucking traumatized over.
Especially because at the time, I don't know if it was around the same time, but I feel like one of her kids was having trouble in school. Like her house was egged or something like that. And then somebody peed in the kid's locker. I don't know if that was exactly around the same time, but I felt like it kind of was. And so again, like, you don't know why the police are at your house. Why would you like just think to record? I don't get it, dude.
Over that. And if they are, then you're not doing your job as a parent. Because as a parent...
So if your kids are scared, you're not doing your job as a parent, dude. Because, you know, kids only get scared because of their parents, right? Oh, okay.
You should teach your kids cops are not bad people. And...
Laura, shut the fuck up. Do you think that people don't do that already? Nobody needs you to tell them that to teach their kids that cops aren't bad people. I mean, are you fucking kidding me? Little kids know what cops are before they know, like, anything else in this world. There's little play toys with police-themed and fireman-themed, you know, things for kids. You go to the library, they have the little dress-up thing. They have the little police officer. What the fuck are you talking about? Whose kids think that police officers are bad people? What the fuck are you even talking about?
CPS, if you didn't do anything wrong, don't stress over it. Like, that's parenting.
Okay, Laura, that's easy to say. That's easy to say. To tell your kid, oh, don't stress over it. Of course I told my kid that. Of course I told my kid that. But that's not going to, you know, keep the fear away or the worry or the confusion that he was experiencing. What the fuck? I can't control my son's emotions, dude. Or thoughts.
Just saying.
I can't, I just cannot fucking believe her, dude. I cannot believe how now all of a sudden her whole entire view on this is changing.
Yes, allegedly somebody found a Patreon, you know how it goes. The CPS.
Okay, again, not right. It wasn't a Patreon. It was...
Laura, they bring it up, as she pins this to the screen. They bring it up over and over because they have nothing else to say about you. I have plenty to say about her. That one freaking thing is all they got. So they will milk it forever.
Brandy Wine. Brandy Wine is not a Patreon, okay? She's someone on Twitter that I get stuff from every single day. You know, she posts stuff every single day. So again, you're talking out your ass as usual.
For BJ, and so she showed it.
Yeah, she'll talk herself into trouble all the time.
And why did I show it? Because BJ lied. Just like I'm going to show tonight how BJ lies.
My issue is the fact that a lot of the kids don't understand what certain complaints are about, and then you got to teach a child what porn is. Yeah, or what other inappropriate things. Right, like, my son didn't need to know what that was at 8 years old, but unfortunately, Laura fucking ruined that, you know, for me, so...
That's why I showed it.
I heard the other day, somebody told me this, and I didn't see it myself. She was saying that I need to take responsibility for the call or something to that effect. And I'm like, why should I take responsibility for the call, Laura? I mean, you yourself have said on here that there's no YouTube beef that could, you know, that warrants a CPS call, a fake CPS call. Those are your fucking words. There are clips out there of you fucking saying that, okay, yourself, before you got busted out. But... I mean, dude, okay, I take 100% responsibility for coming on here and talking shit about you and taking a risk, I guess, in a sense, right? Of talking shit about you, and you're crazy. But that's it. I'm not going to take responsibility for, you know, you calling up and making some fake fucking bullshit up about me and my family. Get the fuck out of here. Brandy Wine is a nasty bitch that goes real life and falsifies documents, but leave it to Laura to not do her research. Oh, is that the case, Marlena? I don't know who this Brandy Wine is. I've never heard of her.
But again, you are clueless.
Now, I don't know. Again, is it true? Is it fake? I don't really know. I don't really care. I think, again, I'm not going to make this a BJ stream because that's not really what we came here to do. So I'm going to pivot from it.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let me change it to something else real quick before we get into the...
Okay, now.
Of course she did, because Laura doesn't validate anything. I mean, the fucking idiot on her own community post, which, by the way, she deleted one of them. She's trying to prove that a phone doesn't look like whatever. I don't even know what it was about. But in her own comment section, people under it that are her followers are telling her, like, oh, that's exactly what my phone looks like. She's so dumb, dude. I can't. Mandy did a good video about it the other day.
Let me also stress, Nunya.
Nunya.
And I'll say it again, and I'll say it to him blue in the face. I have a mentality.
Good evening, Bloma.
Build it, and they will come.
Laura's field of dreams over here.
I've been at the top of my game. I've been at the bottom of my game.
She's been at the top of her game.
For you to equate, oh, she just wants to build numbers. No, Nunya. I actually have an opinion based.
No, Laura, you like literally tell everybody that like you need to get more numbers and you're gonna rebuild everything. So yeah, that's what you want.
On what I see. And I know that for
my empire of dirt. That's Laura.
Someone like you, it's hard that nobody else can have an opinion but you.
Who said that? Did she say that? I didn't hear her. Did anybody hear Nunya say that? I didn't hear that. What the fuck happened here?
You have an opinion on me, and that's perfectly okay. But I have an opinion on Brittany, and I'm a hater, and I'm this, and I'm that. Do you realize what a fucking hypocrisy you are?
What? Do you realize what a hypocrisy you are? Oh my God, Laura, just stop.
I'm just wondering. Everyone is allowed to have an opinion, but I can't?
Who said that? Who said that?
Fuck you, Nunya.
Fuck you, Nunya. You know, it's really funny because if you look under this video, hold on a second. Let's just take a little detour here. All right. Well, she has a little back and forth here with Tinker, which, you know, God bless Tinker. I don't know why she even tries with Laura anymore. But, Call Me Frenchy, who kind of goes back and forth. She's been on Laura's panels before. She writes, you can't expect anyone to speak good or bad about you. You're not in control of any of them. Sit the fuck down here. Shut the fuck up there. Yada, yada. Who will listen, Laura? In my opinion, nobody. If you genuinely ask for respect from your peers, I think she meant to say, maybe you can find a middle ground and be more careful and objective with your words and your requests. I mean, I would not listen to you if you addressed me this way. Do you think that your message was productive and meaningful? Is anything that Laura does productive and meaningful? I mean, come on. Like, let's be honest. But like, oh my God. Oh my God.
It's fucking ridiculous. So, that's the first one I want to handle.
And I don't know this Janessa P chick, but she's got some fucking head of hair over here. Holy shit. Nice hair. Like, really curly, nice hair.
I mean that, though. Like, Nunya, go fuck yourself. Like, twice. Hard.
Oh my God, dude.
I just don't understand.
All right, what Nunya said, though, are you guys, like, I know I keep stopping it for commentary, but, like, what she said wasn't even that fucking bad, dude. Laura's bugging out about it.
This whole mentality that they're allowed, like, Joneson is allowed to.
Yeah, I don't really talk shit about her. Just talk about what she says, because it's just unbelievable.
To talk about Brittany. She can have 400 in her chat. You don't hear me fucking saying anything.
Hold on, let me.
Joneson wasn't getting numbers. And then Joneson starts talking about Brittany. What's the difference now?
Laura stated a fact that Brittany uses drugs. That isn't an opinion. She also said she believes she is possibly smoking drugs out of tinfoil. What? And she no longer believes it's prescription pills. Wait, what? Where the fuck did she get that? Yeah, nice hair doesn't make up for no brain. No, I'm just stating a fact. I mean, she has really pretty hair. I don't know the girl, but she has very pretty. You know who she looks like? Do you guys remember? Fuck, what was her name? Controller? She looks just like her, dude.
Anya? Oh, wait, I know. Because you actually like Joneson. That's the difference. Fuck off. Fucking nasty ass bitch.
Oh my God, Laura. Laura's making friends again.
So that was the first one I wanted to.
She believes she heard the tinfoil and the lighter. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. And then played a video of someone smoking out of tinfoil. What? When did she do that? What the fuck, dude? Just like she thought she heard Cam and Allie sniffing something when it was obvious that they didn't. because she went off camera. It was so quick. Like, it's not even possible. And like, I've unfortunately seen people snorting shit before, and that's not what it ever looked like when I saw it. So, yeah, she don't know what the fuck she's talking about there. Yeah, Joneson has her blocked.
Thank you,
Joneson doesn't talk about Brittany. She talks about the dog piling on Brittany. I don't watch Joneson, but oh my god, wow. I heard Laura. Hey, speaking of lighters, does Wendy V smoke? Because I heard her lighting a light. I know she said she smoked weed. Maybe that's what she was smoking. I heard a lighter a few times during her live stream today, and I'm like, she smokes? I'm like, I never knew that. I didn't even know she smoked weed.
That I scammed off fake cancer? Are you kidding me? All right. Have a good day, loser.
Yeah.
All right. Next, we're going to get into the real cancer scammer.
Oh, she starts talking about...
So Granny's...
All right, I'm going to skip this. I just wanted to play that little part there where she's talking about, you know, CPS and it's no big deal. She plays Granny's watching thing. I
don't throw fucking shit out there. Let's throw it all the fuck out there, Granny.
So, oh, wait, no, you know what? I take that back. I did want to play it.
And I mean that though. Like, Nunya, go fuck yourself.
Okay.
Like twice. Hard.
Didn't Laura get mad when someone said Laura snorted something on a live? Yeah, she did. Now she accuses other... Yeah, because it doesn't matter. You can't accuse her or anything, but she could do whatever the fuck she wants to anybody. Hey, Mystery. Long time no see. Yeah, she could do whatever the fuck she wants. Hold on. There was something in here. This is where I listened.
That was the first one I wanted to... Thank you, Sparkle.
Sparkle.
That I scammed off fake cancer? Are you kidding me? All right. Have a good day, loser. All right. Next, we're going to get into the real cancer scammer. So Granny's watching did a live today.
Let me just say something. Laura, and correct me if I'm wrong here. I find it very funny that Laura's using the cancer scamming thing against Granny's watching now when Laura was friends with her, I believe, after that happened, right? So it's like all of a sudden now you have a problem with this. Come on, Laura, stop.
And I'll tell you, this really fucking pissed
Nanya doesn't have to fuck herself. She's got a man on like Laura. Ooh.
me off.
Does she? She's
married.
Went
on and on. She said to UA Crimson, oh,
who?
There's better chats you can be in. Now, Clue didn't really say much. Clue just said that, you know, like she was...
Laura's like, oh, everybody's talking about me. But she's been fucking... Yeah, she used to defend it. Okay, I knew I wasn't fucking crazy. I knew I wasn't crazy.
Bored. Okay, no problem. But she didn't really bash at all. Then you have Granny, who went on and on about how I'm a CPS caller.
You are, though, Laura. I mean, right? You admitted it, right? I mean, you got busted out and then you admitted it, but you are a CPS caller. That's a fact, Laura. That's a fact.
Granny, you faked cancer.
Okay, so Laura somehow thinks somebody faking cancer, which I agree is equally disgusting, is somehow different than calling CPS. Now, faking cancer obviously is not cool, but fucking you hurt a child, Laura. You were trying to hurt a child, right? That was your goal. Your goal was to shut me up, but you also wanted to fuck with my family, clearly, okay? So, I sent Laura a text about her granny lying. Oh, get out of here. So, I mean, I don't know. I think it's kind of, no matter what, I think it's kind of worse to fuck with a kid. Like, that's why Laura doesn't understand why the CPS thing is so bad. It's not about me. Nobody gives a fuck about me, okay, or my husband. You lied about a kid, Laura. You affected a kid. Whether you think it's traumatizing or not, because I never said my kid was traumatized, but, like, why did my kid and why did my family even have to fucking go through that? You know what I'm saying? No, nobody should have to go through that for no reason. If you had a genuine concern, that's a totally different fucking story. But you admit that you had to lie, right, about me because you just wanted to shut me up. And you don't understand why that's so bad, why people have such a problem with it. I mean, really? I can't even believe I have to explain this to a grown-ass fucking woman who's 10 years older than me.
Are you fucking stupid? You legit faked cancer for money. Money to get a tooth fixed.
Everything's about money to Laura. That's all she cares about.
Okay? And you, of all people, have the fucking audacity to...
Audacity? You have the audacity? It's audacity.
To act like I'm so horrible because I did something in 2021, bitch. Do you forget? And then you try to like embarrass me today or something with your lies and bullshit. Bitch, let's go down memory lane, okay?
And look, I don't watch fucking Granny either, right? I don't watch her either because I don't care for the fact that she fucking did that, you know?
I said that you reminded me of me when you were fighting with Natasha. That's when I said it.
I recall Laura calling her, you know, her little sister.
I said it when, and you never said to me,
you were harming another person. You lying about cancer is bad, but doing something to harm a mom through a child is on another level. Yeah, like, dude, like, the only person Granny's watching is hurting by lying about cancer is herself, and obviously anybody that donated to her, if they did, I don't know. But, like, you went after a kid, Laura. You fucking tried to hurt a kid. You fucked with a kid because your feelings were hurt, dude. No matter which way you slice it, okay, you fucked with a kid.
Ever.
Oh, money for a tooth. Yeah, Laura, her tooth that she said she needed a root canal or some shit.
I don't like it or blah, blah, blah. No, instead you sent me Galera's pic, didn't you, Granny? Yeah, you sure did.
Laura, let's be real. You were begging for that dick pic, okay? You were begging for that shit.
You know that revenge porn that you sent me? Yeah, you did, Granny.
Oh, now it's revenge porn. Laura was begging for that shit, okay? Like, she hasn't seen a dick in, like, 30 years. She was begging for that shit. I mean... Yeah, Laura may be 54 in age. Yeah, the other day, she said she's 53, and I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, she's so dumb. She doesn't even know how fucking... She doesn't even know how fucking old she is. She has no fucking idea how old she is.
You want to throw fucking shit out there? Let's throw it all the fuck out there, Granny.
All the fuck out
So
there.
If you didn't like me so much, is there a reason why you sent me that, Granny? I'm just curious. Or how about...
It wasn't revenge porn when she did an entire stream accusing me of being a liar. Yeah, exactly.
Let's see. How about you crying to me on the phone about how, you know...
Oh, wait. Doesn't Laura always say, oh, don't tell MM all your personal stuff, she'll out it. And here she is doing the same fucking thing. Wow.
JLR wasn't your friend, and how upset you are because JLR blew you off and I told you not to listen to him. You know, remember those conversations? But, you know, you're way too good for me, Granny. Or how about the $10,000 that you were raising to bust on, that you were raising to sue Natasha? Or how about the fund where you were going to Disney?
Yeah, you mean the tooth Laura lied about how 3 rounds of chemo loosened a tooth that was already rotten? Yeah, she said that, yeah.
And that never happened. I mean, the list goes on and on. Literally goes on and on. So for you to sit there and fucking act like you're holier than thou, bitch, you have done so much more real life than I've ever even fucking thought of doing. And she sat...
Again, no examples given. Hold on, I gotta get this dog in the house. He's like barking his head off, and my neighbors are probably gonna kill me. Hold on. Ovid! Come on, enough, dude. Take a chill. Lay down and take a chill. Give your voice box a rest for 5 minutes. Holy shit. I don't even know what he's barking at. There must be like little cats walking around. Holy shit. Alright. Sorry. I just don't want my neighbors to be like, what the fuck?
There today, she has, Holly. And the sad part is she lives with her fucking parents.
Says the person that lived with their parents into their 40s.
Like, dude, you don't even raise your children.
I think she's jealous, honestly, that she lives with her parents. Shit, I'm fucking jealous that she lives with her parents. You know what I'm saying? I really do. I think she's jealous. It's fucking weird.
Children. You don't even have a fucking life. Like, you live with mom and dad. You're 36 years old.
Laura, you don't have a life, and you were in your 40s when you lived with your mommy and daddy and your 3 kids. Okay?
Girl, sit the fuck down.
Like, how does she have the balls to say this shit? Knowing that she did it. That she lived with her parents in her 40s, and her daddy bought her a car, right? Does she have the balls to bust on somebody else for that? It's the same way she was busting on people for being on welfare when, like, she herself was on food stamps.
The only reason why you started talking about...
First of all, housing right now is so fucking unaffordable. I mean, Laura must be in like some rent controlled fucking bullshit because do you understand how hard it would be for her to pay for an apartment at this point in time with real estate prices and everything? Holy shit, you can't even rent like a 2-bedroom apartment for like less than fucking $3,000 a month. And Laura somehow has $1,500 rent, which is like for a whole house, which is fucking unheard of, okay? Unheard of in anywhere else. I don't know how the fuck she could only pay that little of a fucking payment for rent for a house, but whatever.
I'm going to show you, Criminal Med. The only reason why you started talking about Brittany is because you were fucking jealous of her. That's why.
Oh my God, dude.
And I've been saying this forever. Let's call a spade, Granny. You were fucking jealous of...
She's been saying it forever. Okay.
Brittany, you were jealous of the numbers that she had. You wanted to be the next Natasha Cooper.
That's you.
You
Laura.
know damn fucking well that's what happened. And here you are.
Yeah, she's definitely on Section 8, dude. There's no way your rent hasn't increased in fucking how many years? I mean...
Trying to act like you're so big and bad.
Oh, you're so big and bad.
And you're so cool. And oh, Laura.
And you're so cool.
She did this, she did that. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Who do you think I am, Granny?
Bitch, sit down.
I'm not one of your little fucking bitches. I'm not some punk ass bitch that you're gonna be like, oh,
Oh, I'm not, dude, that really made you sound cool. I'm not some punk ass bitch that you're gonna be like, Laura's so tough, guys. She's so tough at 54.
It's too cool.
I really listen to her do these streams like this, and I'm like, I can't wrap my head around the fact that she's 50 fucking 4 years old. Alicia posted a video this morning. Oh my God. I need to find the original because it has like this weird voice on it where she's like, she's got to be in her 40s, right? And she's bragging about dating a gamer. It's like the weirdest fucking video I think I've ever seen in my life. It's like how to date a gamer. And I'm like, dude, the fact that you're in your 40s and you're even like labeling your boyfriend as like a gamer is fucking just so weird. But she was like so like giddy about dating this gamer in her 40s. I'm like, this is fucking weird, dude. And then she said the weirdest shit in this video. I gotta find it, dude. I'm gonna try to do that. Hold on a second. Yeah, send me a link to the original video. We gotta watch it. It's probably better than this. It has to be.
Just too good for her. Bitch, sit your fucking ugly ass down.
Bitch, sit your ass down.
Does everyone know how you fucking stole? You're so fucking dirty that you went and took Natasha's fucking pictures. I'm sorry, Natasha's niece's daughter.
Oh my God, get it together.
Natasha's niece's diary and fucking made it public. Who does that? Like, for real.
Like,
who the fuck is dirty like that?
Wait, what? How would she get her daughter's diary or niece's diary?
Oh, I know. Someone that has fucking HPV and lies about it and says it's cancer. You're a dirty fucking bitch, inside and...
Well, in all fairness, HPV could turn into cancer very easily.
Out. And you have all these people fooled that you're so good, that you're so fucking nice, that you're just the victim. Bitch, shut the fuck up. You and Brittany are Wish versions of Natasha Cooper.
Laura, is Wish even a thing anymore? I don't even think Wish is a website, is it? I thought it turned into Temu. Get with the times, Laura.
You just got lucky because you sat there and fucking, kissed ass to Jonesin just to get to Queen Bee. You kissed ass to Deets, and all you did was talk about Brittany. Brittany.
Oh my God, what are you talking about, dude?
I was on panel with you. I know. And then Jonesin and Deets didn't do what you wanted them to do. So what happened?
Oh, I found the video. You don't have to send it to me.
You then went to Queen Bee. And once you went to Queen Bee didn't like you because all you talked about was your fucking asshole and how this one showed the asshole and all this other shit. Bitch,
what?
History is so fucking long. Like, bitch, sit down. There's so many fucking things about you that are dirty. You won't find that on me. You got one fucking legit thing.
You will find that on me. You got one legit thing. If Granny's watching, needs things, I'm sure she could fucking come over here. We got plenty of shit on you, Laura. We got plenty of shit on you. Hold on a second. Let me see if this copy and paste worked here. Oh my god. It's so funny, dude. It is so fucking funny. Oh my god. Wait. Is it going to the other video? Oh, no, sorry. Hold on. Shut up. Alright. Alright, it didn't work. Fuck. How come my copy and paste thing isn't working? It's too funny. We need to watch this. Let me see if this works. I should be able to copy from my phone and paste it on my computer, but it's not working in YouTube for some reason. Oh, wait, maybe it is. Hold on. I think this just blows away. I never saw this video before, and I was fucking dying because I'm like, dude, this is the weirdest shit I think I've ever seen from somebody her age. All right, now my thing's just spinning, so we're paused for a second. I'm like, what in the actual fuck, dude? Oh, I have the original. I'm just trying to open it. Hold on a second. You know what? Let me just do this. I'll go to the history here. I might have to, like, reshare this. It's so fucking funny, dude. Oh, come on. How come it's not showing up in my history? What the fuck, dude? You stupid bastard. You know what? Let's just do this. I'm so stupid. Oh, I just heard the ding come through. Let me just do this. It's very easy to find, so hold on a second. Go to her videos. We don't need to fucking watch this. It's just her raging as per usual. Go to oldest. Okay. It's like, I just saw it. This is how I just found it. The fucking wigs. The wigs. Just look for the purple wig and you'll find it. Oh my god. Here it is. There it is. Okay. That's weird. It shows up that I watched it, but it didn't show up in my history for some reason. Maybe because I still have it open. I don't know. On my phone. This shit's so
guys,
funny.
So here's video number 2. And a lot of people wanted to know why I was making a video, why I wanted to get into gaming. So this video is more life.
Like, who is asking her why she's getting into gaming?
Of the girlfriend.
I don't know. Who in her audience is, like, into gaming? Like, I'm not saying that adults don't play games or anything, but, like, it's so fucking weird. Maybe it's just a world that I'm not familiar with.
Of a gamer. And I know a lot of you people wondering, like, oh, how hard can it be? Oh my god, you have no idea.
Oh my god, it's so hard dating a gamer. Like, what the fuck, dude? She's got to be... What year was this made? Hold on a second. She's got to be, like, fucking my age or something. She's like, oh my god, it's so hard dating a gamer. April 25th, 2017. Okay, so she's got to be... How many years ago is that? She's got to be, like, in her 40s, dude. Right? 7 years ago, whatever it is. I don't know. I fucking suck at math. But...
A lot of people think you get into relationships with a gamer, and it's like, oh, this will be fun. We'll play games together. We'll have videos. And
I've never thought of that in my life. Like, oh, I'm going to date a gamer. I don't label people like that. So I would be like, yeah, my husband or my boyfriend plays video games. I wouldn't refer to him as a gamer. I don't know. It's fucking weird, dude. At 40-something years old.
yada, yada, yada. Oh my god, girlfriend. You have no idea what you're in for. Dating a gamer.
Oh my god, girlfriend.
I had to let off some steam and make this video, and it's kind of funny, but I have to give you the life of a gamer girlfriend, and oh my god. Now, let me just phrase that.
Dude, it's almost like she's, like, reverted back to, like, a 20-something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could imagine, like, a 16-year-old making this video, like, oh my god, it's so hard to get, like, date a gamer or the football guy. But this is, like, a 40-something-year-old woman talking like that. Like, is it just me or is this fucking weird?
I'm not talking about the type of gamer that's a loser that has no job. My boyfriend has a great job. He's a wonderful person. He's going back to school to get his computer science degree. He's not lazy. Well, okay, maybe a little, but he's not lazy. He's a good guy. He's the love of my life. And
guess that didn't work out.
I'm not downing him at all whatsoever. But I do have to express, for anybody out there that's thinking about dating a gamer, you should definitely know what you're in for before you get into it.
I mean, like, she's giving this advice to, like, other 40-something women. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe women in their late 30s, like, Oh my God, I was totally thinking of dating a gamer, but I'm so glad I found this video to help give me this advice about dating gamers.
So this is like my tutorial on the day in the life of being a gamer's girlfriend. So let me
This is so fucking weird, dude.
start with that you have to understand that gaming is number one. They say that it's not, and they say that you're number one, but you're so not number one. And the best way to
You're like totally not number one, guys. Oh my God, this is so weird.
equate it to is like a sports fan. If you have a diehard sports fan and your husband or boyfriend just likes to watch football every single Sunday and every single Tuesday and every single Monday Night Football and Sunday and Saturday and any game that comes on, it's really the same thing. But gaming just seems different. And I figured out why.
Was George Glass a gamer?
I know. And that's because when you're gaming, most
This was before Wogs, way before him.
of the time you're in another room. When you're doing sports, your husband's into sports or something, you're in the same room as them.
So what the fuck is she talking about, dude? This whole thing is so fucking weird.
So it feels different. So like I tell my boyfriend that if he's gonna play for like extended amounts of time, don't hide in the office. Like come outside, move a computer to the living room, and just kind of socialize with everybody because then it won't feel so bad and it won't feel like, oh my God, all he's doing is playing games.
This was like Laura's desperate plea for attention. Like you know what I'm saying? She's like, oh my God, my boyfriend's always playing games and like I need him to pay attention to me. So I'm gonna make a video about like how hard it is to be a gamer's girlfriend. No, she never met Wog. I don't know how you compare gaming to watching football.
What is it like being a true gamer's girlfriend? Well, let's see. Okay. Do you ever talk to a wall and the wall doesn't really respond? Yeah, that's kind of like what it is.
Oh my God, dude, what the fuck am I watching right now? Oh my God, this is so fucking strange.
And I have to say, my boyfriend's wonderful about getting me involved. He really wants me to get involved in his games. He wants to make me a part of his games, and I give him so much credit for that. It's not
this is like, dude, like big girl problems. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. This just doesn't sound like the problems that you would have in a relationship at 40-something years old. This is so fucking weird.
Like he's one of these assholes that are, trying to separate his games and me. He really tries to get me involved in it. So kudos to him for that. But it doesn't make it any easier that I'll be trying to talk to him. And this is what a conversation is like. Honey, I love you. I love you too. And he's just typing away. And then
is Laura one of those girlfriends that does that? I swear she's making me cringe. That like always needs like her boyfriend to like, you know what I'm saying? Like compliment her. Like she was 46 here. It would be fine if she was 19, not 46. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love you, honey. Like they just need to hear it back. So they're constantly saying that shit all the time. Ugh, bleh, barf. Oh my God.
And he's talking to his friends on this sound, and he's talking to his other friend on this microphone, and then they're streaming it on Twitch. And I'm sitting there going, okay, like
we need to find this guy and be like, is this the reason? Are you the one who got her into YouTube?
Okay, now what? And they have like 4 different conversations going, and he's like, honey, how could you not be into this? To me, the games they're playing Elder Scrolls Online, to me, they do more looking for things than actual playing. I don't know, I find it boring as hell. And I just can't seem to get into their games. Like, I like different games, but their games are just not for me. But
this is so fucking weird, dude.
It's like a day in the life of it.
No, it was some other guy she was dating. I don't know who it is.
You'd be like, honey, I'm going out. Okay, see you later. And there he is typing away. And then other times, like, I don't even think he notices me. I mean, I could fucking get naked, stand in front of him, and he'll be like, honey, just wait 1 second. Just look.
Laura plays Oregon Trail. Dude, this is so embarrassing. I would never tell anybody this. I could get naked and yeah, her hair does look itchy. I'm just like, my head's scalp's itchy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Dude, Tony, you liked Oregon Trail. I used to fucking hate when we had to play that shit in there. It was so boring. I don't know. It wasn't my type of game when we had to play it in like high school.
Let me just.
I mean, not high school, elementary school.
Just 1 second. I swear to you, that's what it's like. And like I said, it's no different than a football player or someone that's totally into football. They can't get enough football. It's the same thing. I just don't get it. I like to game, but I can't imagine it taking over everything. And it's like they'll sit there and they'll like not even realize that they're sitting there for like hours upon hours.
I'm sure they realize it.
Playing. And you'd be like, hey, honey, you want to go to the store? No, that's okay. And you kind of like have to bargain with them a little. Like that's one thing that I had to do. I wanted him to come with me to the IRS last week. So I was like,
why did you have to go to the IRS? What the fuck? So fucking weird, dude.
honey, and he lives in another state. So he comes here every 2 weeks, or I go there every 2 weeks. So we see each other a lot, but he has plenty of time to game when he's not with me. But of course he has to game with me, and he's really good. So I'm not downing him at all, but it's just
so fucking weird, dude.
Funny where he's like, honey, do I have to go? Yeah, you do have to go.
Who the fuck wants to go to the IRS though, really? Why do you need him to come? I mean, like, I don't know. I never had to go to the fucking IRS except... Wait, no, where? No, I'm thinking of the Social Security office. Wait a second. How do you go to the IRS? Could you even do that? Is there like a building? I've never heard of anybody going to the IRS building. I don't know. I never fucking did that. But like, who would want to go there? Like, that's like, hey, you want to come to the DMV with me? Like, it's going to be so fun. Like, what the fuck? Of course he didn't want to go. Nobody wants to go to government buildings. What the fuck? Why did he have to come with you? I don't get it. I don't get it.
With me because you're my boyfriend and I want the company. And I knew that he...
Oh my God, this poor guy. This poor guy. Oh my God. Hey, Polka Dot Suzanne. Oh my God.
He was dying to stay home and play games. So the key to being a gamer's girlfriend is you can't say, no, you're not going to play games or you're not going to stay home and play games. No, you can't do that. That will totally freak them out. You have to bargain with them and you have to say, honey, I will do this for you if you come with me. Then they can't deny it.
Who the fuck wants to do that? At 46 years old. I don't want to be bargaining with somebody who's playing video games at 46 years old. Sorry. No thanks. Oh, you have to come with me and I'll do this. No. 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 No, thank you. That sounds like some shit that fucking you would do at 19, not at fucking 46 years old. I'm not bargaining somebody to stop playing video games and pay attention to me at 40-something years old. Wow. Wow.
Or sexual favors always work. And then...
Oh my God. So she's like, do sexual favors. Bribe him with sexual favors to get him to do what you want. Wow.
They won't deny it. But
wow.
You can't be the nagging girlfriend and say, oh, you play more games than me or you care about it. You can't do that because that will totally turn them off. So you have to be smart about it. And you have to just think with your head and think, if I want him off games, what do I need to do? What do I need to tell him to get him off the game without sounding like a naggy bitch? Because you don't want to
This sucks, dude.
do that. So
first world problems.
Rule number 1 in being a gamer's girlfriend, don't nag them about playing. You won't get anywhere. Rule number 2, use sexual favors as a way to get him off the game.
Oh my God! Don't have sex with your boyfriend because like you want to or anything. Use it as a bargaining tool. I don't think she realized how sick this is. That is not what you should be doing with your significant other. Do not fucking use sex as a bargaining tool. Oh my God. Oh my God. I please don't take advice from her. This is fucking crazy. I think it's hilarious that her gamer boyfriend would rather play games and, maybe get a little something with her. Yeah, I mean, what the fuck, dude? What the fuck? This is insanity. I never saw this shit before. Wow, dude. Wow. Bargain with sexual games, guys. Yeah. Oh my God. Don't do that. Do not do that. That's not why you should be having, sex with your significant other, to try to get him to do what you want.
Don't try to get naked when he's on the game.
What? No, she did not. Dude, she made it private. Hey, Laura. Oh my God, that's all right. We got another copy of it. Shut up. Dude, she put it on private. What a bitch. Oh my God. Dude. Hold on a second. Look, it says video unavailable. This is private. Oh my God. Hold on. Hold on a second. That's all right, Laura, because we got another copy of it. Why is she so mad? Oh, we were just trying to figure out how to date a gamer, Laura. I was just looking for advice on, dating a gamer. How do you date a gamer? I don't know. I needed advice. Here we go. Hold on. Alright, the voice is a little weird. Oh, fuck. Hold on. Hold on. The voice is so weird. She's like, stop stalking me and get a fucking life. Laura, stop minimizing what you did to me and fuck off, okay? Thanks. Oh my god. Fucking amazing. I thought she doesn't watch me. How would she know I was streaming that? Alright. Sorry, I had to redo my screen share because I have like problems. But alright, we're not watching the whole thing over again, so.
But he has plenty of time to game when he's not with me. But of course he has to game with me and he's really good, so I'm not doubting him at all. But it's just funny too, and where he's like, honey, do I have to go? Yeah, you do have to go with me.
Alright, so we're at around the same part.
Because you're my boyfriend and I want to
The
go.
voice is so weird here. She sounds like a Swedish, I don't know. Something like, it's weird.
Buddy. And I knew that he was trying to stay home and play games. So the key to being a gamer's girlfriend is you can't say, no, you're not going to play games, or you're not going to stay home and play games, so you can't do that. That will totally freak them out.
Totally freak them out.
You have to bargain with them and you have to say, honey, I will do this for you if you come with me.
If you come with me.
And they can't deny. Or sexual favors always work.
Oh my God.
And then they want to lie. Wait, you can't be the nagging girlfriend and say, oh, you play more games than me or you care about. You can't do that because that will totally turn them off. So you have to be smart about it. And you have to just think with your head and think, if I want to
Well, what else would you think with? Your fucking foot? Like, what?
games, what do I need to do? What do I need to tell him to get him off the game? Without sounding like a naggy bitch. Because you don't want to do that.
Dude, like, this is just such... The problems that you have, like, no wonder why... no wonder why when she makes comments about like my marriage and shit, I understand now because I'm like, this is like your relationship problems, Laura, in life, like at 40-something years old.
So, rule number one, in being a gamer's girlfriend, don't lag them about playing. You won't get anywhere. Rule number two, use sexual favors as a way to get him off the game, but don't try to get naked when he's on the game because if he's heavily about
Don't try to get naked while he's on the game, because you're going to get dissed.
he'll still wait and then feel like an ass.
Wait, he'll feel like an ass or you'll feel like one?
Yes, that's rule number two. Rule number three
Number 3?
is if he wants to involve you in his gaming, try to get involved in one way or another, because you're really not going to have choice. And if you want to be a part of his life, then you have to enjoy that's a part of his life. And
Oh my god, this is so fucking weird.
rule number 4, and the final rule of all, is don't try to talk to them when they're in the midst of playing, because you will only aggravate yourself.
This sounds like horrible, dude. Like, this sounds like a horrible fucking way to live. I'd be like, guess what? You're gonna fucking spend all day playing fucking games every day while you're with me? Bye. I wouldn't even date somebody like this. I'd be like, this is fucking ridiculous. Especially in my 40s. Who the fuck wants to deal with this stupid shit? Fighting over video games? Like, no thanks.
Completely aggravate yourself. So these are the things I learned over the last 6-7 months about how to date a gamer. And because it is so hard, I felt compelled to share it with you guys. And
I felt compelled to share it with you guys.
I'm going to start my own gaming.
It's so hard. Now she's gonna be a competing fucking gamer with him.
No, I've been saying this like a month already, but I haven't found a game that I liked. I don't like older schools. I don't like having games that you have to find stuff all over the place. I don't like League of Legends.
She doesn't like anything that makes you think, right?
I made you like Grand Theft Auto. I made you just fun games, racing games, just fun games that are just fun. That you don't have to worry about finding a billion things that you can just play.
So fucking weird, dude.
So I haven't decided when you when I find the right game, I promise you
Who the fuck was begging her to fucking game, though? That's what I need to know.
I'm gonna start, and then hopefully I'll get him involved and I'll kick his ass live right
See, she has to compete with him now with the games.
on YouTube. So that's why I have you guys. So those are my rules about dating a gamer. And Endo, I love you to death. You're the love of my life. But I had to let off some steam and let other people know, because I'm sure there's other people out there that are frustrated and don't know what it's like to date a gamer. So, hats off to you. I love you guys and have a good day. Peace out.
She's like, there's other girls out there. Yeah, most of them are probably about fucking 14 that are having this problem. But I gotta see the. Oh man, I was gonna say I gotta see the comments underneath, but this isn't her video. I forgot. We fucking. She made it private. Oh my god. Does Laura not realize I put in the video in private makes it worse? Totally shows she's watching you despite her claiming she's not. Yeah. She'll be like, oh, somebody in my Patreon let me know. One of my Patreons told me. Whatever, dude. What the fuck ever. Stop fucking minimizing what you did to me. No, Honeybird, this is old. It's from 2017. She was, you know, giving advice to other grown-ass women about how to fucking date a gamer. Fucking weirdest thing I ever heard in my life. How old was the guy that she was dating? Was he like 19? I don't know. I just don't know many 40-year-old men or like even in their 30s that have that much time to dedicate to fucking playing games. She said she got naked and he didn't shut the game down. Dude, like I would never tell the internet that. That's like kind of embarrassing. She's like, yeah, I'd like get naked in front of him and he's still interested in his games. Like, I don't know, dude. My husband would drop everything he was doing if I fucking walked in the room naked. Like, what the fuck, dude? He wouldn't give a fuck what he was doing. Oh my god. That's so weird. Honeybird, just give out sexual favors. Yeah, that's how you get him to stop playing the games, I guess. He's addicted to gaming. Wow. You're fucking weird, dude. Fucking weird. I'm like, this is coming from a grown adult. I never even knew she had this video. And I saw this video this morning with the game. I was like, with the voice. I'm like, I have to hear this without the voice attached to it. And like hear her actual voice because I couldn't understand it 100%. Now that I heard it with her actual voice, I'm like, what the fuck, dude? That is some weird shit. Remember when her chat demands she took a shower? No, that happened. I don't remember that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like honestly, she's moving on to another fucking community. Great. I can't even get through one of her lives, especially when she's like fucking streaming these other people. But stop fucking trying to minimize what you fucking did, Laura. You know, because especially it's like the more you fucking do it, I don't even know why I'm giving you advice at this point in time. The more you do it, the worse it just makes you look. But keep doing it. I mean, I guess, you know. But I told you when you got busted out, I will fucking if you keep fucking talking about it, I will fucking be there to fucking correct you every fucking time you bring it up. You can't shut the fuck up about it. Seriously. Seriously. She's going to be on one tonight and I'll be here. My man is going to a stag, so I'm home alone. A stag? What's that? She was dating a 20-something-year-old Hispanic guy. 20s? In his 20s when she was in her 40s? Oh my goodness, dude. It's almost like she reverted back to like a fucking teenager in that video. What the fuck? I never saw that. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Oh my god. That was fucking weird. Sorry. That's fucking weird, Laura. Fucking weird. Oh, a man's bachelor party. I never heard of it referred to that. Okay. Oh my god, dude. Wow. Yeah, she's gonna be on one tonight because Wendy V was live about her this morning, and then you know me. So she'll be like, "You're a fucking stalker, MM." I don't fucking care, Laura. I really don't fucking care what you have to say about me. Just shut the fuck up and stop trying to minimize what you fucking did. Okay? Because your feelings were hurt, you fucking asshole. You fucking asshole. I can't believe she just put it on private, dude. Oh, you saw a picture of him? No. Oh my god. Did she show you guys? Was she still dating that guy? No, they must have broke up because when I met her, she was single. And that was like in 2018. So wait a second. She only dated the guy for like a year because in the video, which was in 2017, she said 7 months or whatever, right? She must have only been with him for like a year because by the time I met her, which was probably in late 2018, I'm pretty sure she was single at that point in time. She needs to start mining silver senior dating sites. Yeah. Yeah. Seems like he lived with her. Well, no, she said that they don't live together. So she's like, he comes here every 2 weeks and then I go there. We're a bunch of jealous haters. Yeah, I want to date a gamer. A gamer. I wouldn't even like refer to somebody as that. I'd be like, oh, my husband plays video games. Like, I wouldn't call him a gamer at 40-something years old. She said it was 4 days, no shower, and her chat demanded she took one. I don't remember that. I don't remember that happening. Oh my God, dude. Oh, I had the most embarrassing thing happen yesterday. Thank God I've been going to this girl. I go to get my hair done, right? I took a shower before because they always say, like, you know, you should have, like, freshly shampooed hair when you're getting your hair done, like bleached or whatever. So I wanted to wash my hair because I don't wash my hair every day. So I go, you know, I shampoo my hair or whatever, took a shower, get out of the shower. Earlier, before that, though, I had ran to the store, come back, fucking take a shower. I had to go pick my son up from school, and then I went to go to my hair appointment. So I get to the hair appointment, the girl does my hair. I go to pay. I left my fucking credit card, which I haven't done this in a really long time. It used to be a problem for me that happened like daily because I fucking didn't have this wallet. This wallet like saved my life. So I would always put my credit card in my pocket and I wouldn't, you know, I would forget it. Stupid me. I fucking put it in my pocket yesterday. So I get to the hair place and I'm like, oh my God, I go to pay and I'm like, fuck, I left my card at home. So I'm like, fuck, what do I do? So I'm like, oh, I'll just call my husband, tell him to get it, and he'll bring it. And then I remembered that he took my son to practice. I'm like, motherfucker. I'm like, this sucks. So I literally had to fucking leave. Thank God the girl like knows me and I've been going to her for years. I had to go drive home to get my credit card to come back to fucking pay her. She's like, you could have just drove off. I'm like, dude, I would never do that. Like, I would feel so bad. I'm like, you know, like my phone number and shit. That's like robbery, dude. Like, I would never do that. But I felt so stupid. I'm like, oh my God, I'm such a fucking idiot. Like, I really am. But that's ADHD life. Because when I went to the store, I went to Michael's before then, and my fucking coupons weren't working. And I got totally distracted, because this is what happens when you fucking have ADHD. Like, you get distracted all the time by things. I was getting so frustrated that the girl had to come over and help me and whatever. So I, like, just forgot to put the card back in my wallet. Anyway. She doesn't take Cash App, PayPal. Who? Laura, she takes PayPals and Cash Apps. Fucking A, she does. Is that what the untruth is saying these days? Fuck that bitch. Fucking Tracy. I didn't even know she was still around. Fucking whatever. Anyway, oh, the hairdresser, you know what? I didn't even ask her about the PayPal or Cash App. I didn't even ask her that. Like, I just, like, in my head, I was like, I have to get the credit card. I was using like a credit card, not my bank card, because I had no money on my card that I have, like my personal card. She's like, just use another card. I was like, I don't have any money, so that wouldn't go to. I mean, I have like a couple of dollars in my account right now. I needed to use credit, so she takes credit card. Thank God, because that shit's expensive, dude. But I can't go back to having brown hair. I have too much gray. I was even talking about it because my husband's always like, he liked when I had dark hair. And I'm like, I can't change it, dude. I'm like, if you think my hair is expensive now, it's going to be 10 times more expensive if I go back to having dark brown hair. Because I'm literally going to have to get my roots done every like couple weeks. So right now when it grows out, I'm not that gray that where it grows out, it like blends nicely into like the blonde. But it's, you know, I like it better later too. The only thing I don't like about it is the lack of hair because, oh my God, it was so funny. She curled my hair yesterday, which she usually doesn't do. I don't know why she like curled my hair. She usually just blows it out. But yesterday she like grabbed the curling iron. I think she had like a little time between my appointment and her next appointment. So she was just like, she's so nice, the girl. I love her. So she starts curling my hair. And it was so funny. It literally was like straight. I posted a picture in my Discord. I'm like, oh, could you tell my hair was curled? It literally just went straight, like within like minutes. She was like, what the fuck? She's like curling my hair and she's like, wait, she's like, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah, I'm like, my hair doesn't hold curls. So I don't think she knew that. So she's like curling it and she gets to the other side of my head. And then she comes back to like fluff it out. And she's like, what the fuck? It was just like going straight. As soon as you touch it, it goes straight. So she's like, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, don't drive yourself nuts, because my hair just does not take curls very well. Like, it just doesn't hold it. If I do it, you know what? The only way I can get my hair to hold a curl is, well, I have to use a smaller, like, size barrel, like a 1 inch. But also, I have to use this Redken stuff. I don't know what the fuck this stuff does, but it's magic. It's called Redken Blowout. And it's like a treatment that you put in your hair, but it's also got a little bit of, like, styling product in it. And it actually, helps it. I know, well, that's the thing. If I stopped bleaching my hair, it would be so much thicker. And that's why I hate the bleach. But I'm at a point in my life right now where I'm like, my hair is turning very gray. And not very gray. I mean, it's not like that bad, but it's there, you know what I'm saying? So when it grows out, it would just be it would drive me nuts. Like, honestly, I haven't got my hair done since, I'm trying to think. Last time I got my hair done, I think it was in May. So May, June, July, August, right? September. 5 months I could go without getting my hair done. So that's why my husband was like, oh, it's so expensive. But I'm like, well, if you think about it, I only get my hair done every like 5 months. So it's really not that bad. Like, whereas like him and my son, they have to go like at least once a month to get their hair cut. And it's fucking expensive now, men's haircuts. Yeah, that stuff's great. But I feel like I don't start noticing the gray until I get like an inch or so of like regrowth. But if I had dark hair, you would notice the gray so much more. I know because I notice it on other people. I mean, I'm not trying to hide the fact that I'm older. I'm just, it's just like when you have dark hair and then gray coming out of the roots, it's so fucking noticeable. But when the blonde is there, you really don't notice it that much. The only time, honestly, it was bad was when I pulled my hair back, which I don't normally do. Like, I always have bangs. I cut my bangs kind of short, and then she just trimmed them more, which I was trying to grow them out, and then I don't know, I just trimmed them the other day. But I don't know, it's just like, whatever. I have blonde and copper full head. Yeah, highlights helps with the gray. I get full head and then next time half. Yeah, that's what I do too, Lisa. Like yesterday I had to do the full head because my back was so dark. It was so dark. And so she did the full head of highlights, which looks so much better now. But yeah, I'm like, why do we have to get gray hair? Like, what the fuck, Why does our hair have to turn gray? See, like my husband, he let his hair go totally gray. And I'm like, it looks really good on men. Like, I never look at men when they have gray hair and think to myself, like, oh, And I've always felt that way, even when I was young. Like, I never thought that gray hair looks bad on men. And it doesn't look bad on women either. But I hate when it's in that... Like, when I get a full head of gray hair, I'm just going to grow it out and let it be gray. I feel like, because I don't think it looks bad when it's solid gray, but I feel like when you're in that weird in-between stage where it's mixed and you have mostly dark hair, but then, like, a few grays, like maybe like 30% gray or 40% gray, it just looks bad. Like, it just doesn't look good. Because it just looks like random gray, like, wiry hairs. Like, when you get a full head of gray hair, then you could grow it out. I don't know if I'll ever go fully gray because I feel like people with really dark hair, especially women in like my family, I don't know, I guess my aunt went really gray. My mom, like, even when my mom passed away at 60, she still wasn't 100% gray yet. She still had like brown hair in there. I knew because I used to do her hair for her. I used to dye her hair. So... My niece is a stylist. She gives me a discount because yeah. Honestly, this girl, and the whole reason I go to her, I really liked my other girl that I went to, but she was just getting so expensive. And it took her 5 hours to do my hair. No joke. I would have to make my appointment in the morning, and then it would take her 5 hours to get my hair done. And I'm like, I don't know. I never got highlights in my life before, so I didn't know how long it took. Like, I had no idea. So, anyway... Fucking, this girl literally has me out in like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Yeah, no joke, CK, 5 hours. 5 hours. I started going to this girl because she actually cut Jesse's hair first because Jesse had the mullet a couple of years ago. Thank God he got rid of that thing. But, so I was like, you need to go to if you're going to have longer hair, you have to go to somebody who knows how to use scissors. Most of the barbers around here, like, don't do scissors. So he started going to her and... but he goes to a barber again because his hair's short. But what do you call it? I was like, oh, thank God that was a short-lived phase because I hated it. Hated there. But anyway, he has, his hair has a fade now, so he goes to a regular barber. So, but anyway, while I was there with Jessie, I asked her, I'm like, how much do you charge for, hair point for highlights? And it was like half the price, and I can't believe how fast she gets my hair done. And she does a good job. The other girl used to do a different like technique in my hair. She used to do like, I don't know, she blow dried it. I don't know if it really made that much of a difference. It might have just looked a little more natural like when it was growing out. Like I didn't have that line really so much, but whatever. I used to do my own hair too. It's easy. I did my own hair for years. I cut my own hair and I dyed my own hair. But because it was just brown. It's not like I was, I didn't do highlights or anything. But when I started, wanting to go blonde, that's when I started going to see somebody because I was like, I don't want to fuck with bleach. I bleached my hair once and, I did okay. I did like a kind of like, remember that ombre thing was in 2014? But I was like, all right, now I want to go to somebody. So I started going to see a hairstylist and get my hair cut. And you know what? I figured it out. Since I only go like twice a year, if even, maybe 3 times the most, it's really not that expensive because I could let it grow out. I'm not like one of those people that has to have my roots done every 3 weeks. There are people like that they have to go every like 4 weeks. Like I can't afford that. So I do let it go for pretty long in between, I don't think my hair grows that fast. I don't know. But I miss having like thicker hair. My hair was never thick. It was always thin, but like it's way thinner now that it's bleached, but it is what it is. I mean, what are you going to do? My mom still has her hair dyed. My nana was being forced to dye her hair. She wanted to go gray, and my aunt was like, I don't know why my aunt was like controlling her hair. Well, because she's a fucking control freak. But she finally like put her foot down and she was like, I don't want to dye my hair anymore. And she grew it out gray and I thought she looked so cute. I haven't found the right stylist yet. Well, that's how I felt. I couldn't really find anybody that I really liked, but I found the one girl and I still like love her. I would go to her if she wasn't so expensive. Her hair appointments were starting to cost like $400, $500 every time I went. And I'm like, I can't afford this, dude. To drop $400 or $500 at a time, like I just can't do it. Like yesterday it was a little expensive. I paid like $300, but I haven't done a full head in, I think I did it like last year sometime, because she usually just does like a partial, so it's like $150, and that's like every, I don't know, 3 or 4 months, so it's not that bad. Because if you break it down, right, to like every month, like I said to my husband, because he's always like, it's so expensive. I'm like, yeah, okay, but break it down to how often you get your hair cut. You pay $40, $50, right, every couple of weeks. Your hair costs more money than my hair does, because I don't get my hair cut that often. I did my own once. It really messed up. I bought hair dye remover kit, colored it again on top. It was horrible. It came out like Scotch tape clear. Never did it myself. When I started bleaching my hair, I did like a ton of research to like before I even touched it, because I was like terrified of bleach for like years. I got highlights once when I was in like my 20s. I want to say I was like 25. And then I was like, I'm never doing this again. I hated the way it looked. And I think it was because back at that time, the highlights were like those chunky, remember like the stripes, like in the, like, I think it was like the early 2000s. And it was like those like skunk stripe highlights. And I just did not like the way it looked in my hair. So I never did it again. I mean, I paid all this money to have my hair highlighted back then. I remember like a week later, I just dyed it back to like solid brown. I hated it. And then my hair's always been dark brown. I mean, that's really all it was. I went like a little reddish at one time, but but when I decided to go like blonde, like full out blonde, I was like, I have to go to a hairstylist. I can't do it on my own, dude. I'm not taking shit. You know who does their own fucking hair and it comes out amazing? Ems. Her hair, she does her own highlights. I don't know how the fuck she does it. Because, hold on, I gotta let the dog out. It looks like she gets it professionally done. I don't know how the fuck she does it. I'm like, how the fuck do you weave the fucking highlights in your own head? I wouldn't even be able to do that. Red chunks and black hair was my shit. Yeah, remember that? Remember that with the red, like, chunky highlights? I did, like, blonde and my hair was dark brown at that time. I don't know. It just didn't look good on me. I didn't like it. Does anyone want to talk perms? Oh, my God. I got a perm when I was a kid. My mom's friend used to do them. So they did my hair. Literally did not even last a fucking 2 days. You know, like, whatever it is, like, you're supposed to not wash your hair for 2 days after you get a perm. As soon as I washed my hair was straight again. Like, my hair does not hold a fucking curl. You can't pay it to hold a curl. It's so annoying, too, because I like the way, like, wavy hair looks, but I can't make my hair hold anything. I can't make it hold a curl. All right, I gotta end this, though, because I gotta go pick up my son, but anyway, it was lovely talking to you guys, as per usual. I hope everybody has a great weekend, and I'm still laughing that Laura fucking struck my channel. Yeah, your hair used to smell like farts for like 3 days. Anyway, have a good weekend, everybody. I will definitely see you guys sometime next week. And go check out my website and the new stuff I added. All right. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you for everybody who gave me super chats. I appreciate that. And I will see you next time. All right. Have a good one. Bye.